The Joe Cronin Show.
I hope you hang your mother. This country sucks! This place sucks! CNN masturbated all fucking day.
The Joe Cronin Show.
Dude, I will eat your fucking asshole out and then spit it into your mouth, baby bird style. Who wants to go? Call the show. I'll fuck your ass! I want to kill myself! If I think it sucks, I tell you!
The Joe Cronin Show.
What's up, motherfucking wrestling fan? It's Tuesday night, May 21st, 2019. And I'm somewhat limp. In fact, I may drink tonight. I may do it, guys. You may drive me to do it. I don't know, man. I'm feeling weird. I'm feeling mystical. My shirt's dirty already. I don't know why that's dirty. I just put it on. I'm feeling sexual, mystical, experienced. I'm feeling like Vince McMahon. I'm feeling great. I don't know why that is, but I'm feeling that way. WWE Smackdown. And before we get to Smackdown, there's a tiny, itty-bitty piece of news that I wanted to share with you guys, because a few people were sending me this news in kind of a way that was saying, like, look, things are good or whatever. And I was like, no. And some of them were like delusional assholes. I think some of them were people that want to be positive and call me like I'm negative. Like somebody was like, oh yeah, always bashing on WWE because of how the ratings drop. How about last night's Raw? Ratings are up, Joe. And it's like, well, apparently you're a fucking idiot moron. I wanted to say retard, but I didn't want to say retard because the other day I said a guy was making fun of Brad Marchand in the Boston Bruins Facebook group. And I called that person a retard. And then apparently that person or somebody PM'd the guy who runs the thing, and then he messaged me and was like, could you not say retard? Apparently somebody who is blah, 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 blah. I'm like, really? Are you going to monitor them for all the things they say that offend me? If you're not going to monitor them for all the things they say that offends me, then why do I have to watch what I say? So I basically said, well, this group's a piece of shit retards, and I'm leaving. And I left the Bruins group, and then before I left them a nice little post on their board that said, I thought the Bruins were badass and tough, but really y'all a bunch of soft pussies who take it in the asshole and mouth. And I left, and it was a lot of fun to do that, to leave that that group of people who apparently are wuss bags. But I have been trying to watch, where I drop certain words sometimes. But at the bottom line is, it comes down to it, I just don't give a shit. Because everybody thinks it's okay to attack something until it happens to them. Whereas I believe attack everything because this is all a bunch of bullshit anyway. So fuck it. But anyway, so what I mean is the Raw ratings. Somebody was, oh, Joe, just attack everything.
When Ashley Massaro was swinging there, it should have been me. Stay positive.
Oh, God.
Subscribe. Keeping you on the inside fact. Pickles.
Oh, my God. Tommy's Inner Thoughts. That's Tommy NC's Inner Thoughts. That is horrific and horrendous. But yet, for some reason, I like it. For some weird reason, I like it. Thank you, Tommy's Inner Thoughts, for that donation. So what I mean is, this guy said I'm never positive and said I wasn't reporting the positive stuff. And what he means is, first of all, he's talking about last night on Raw. So first of all, I haven't gotten to it yet, you douchebag. Second of all, the ratings are not up. Okay? Here's Raw ratings for the last several weeks. Post WrestleMania, the ratings went up, of course, 2.9. The following week, they dropped to 2.6 because of the superstar shakeup. And then the next week, they fell to what they should be at, probably 2.3. And the week after that, they fell to 2.1. Then we saw a slight rise of a 2.2. And then we saw a 2.3. Again, a slight rise. And then we saw a rise yesterday to a 2.5, probably because it was post Money in the Bank. Had it not been post Money in the Bank, you probably would have seen another 2.3. My guess is next week's Raw will probably be down. So they will probably take a step back next week. Now, if the Raw rating goes up next week, I will be shocked. And then there's something to talk about. You know? Now you got something to talk about. But generally, after a pay-per-view, the number goes up. So I'm not really shocked that the number went up last night on Raw to a 2.5. Because it was after a pay-per-view. The number was bigger after the WrestleMania. The number was bigger after the previous pay-per-view of that. That's how it is. Look at you want me to prove it to you? Here, I'll prove it to you, you smarty pants. Here's the other numbers. Here's Raw before in January, 2.3, 2.7, 2.4. Now here's the post-WrestleMania, post-Royal Rumble Raw, 2.7. Look, the number went up from the previous week. Duh, it was after a pay-per-view. Then they went down to 2.5, 2.4, 2.7, and the 2.7 they went up again because of Elimination Chamber. See how this works? They always go up about a couple 100,000 to 300,000 after a pay-per-view. It's a fact. Come on. And then after drawing a 2.7, after the Fastlane episode, they again went up to a 2.8. This isn't rocket science. They then went down to 2.6 and 5 the following weeks of those. There's a chance a go-home episode will be higher, but usually it's not anymore. It's usually low. It's usually actually after a pay-per-view, the number will slightly increase, and then it will decline until a pay-per-view, and then it will increase that night after, but all the while steadily going up and down, downward. Up and down, downward. You need to learn how to read graphs. All right, dickhead? You need to learn how to read graphs. Speaking of reading, let's read a donation.
Here we go. I'm about to get it, man. Here we go. About to get it, man.
Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no.
Okay, Joe, the 24/7 title is a good idea. Ron killing is great. It's growing on me. Also, can we have any more big dog? Overexposure is bad, MK.
Chocolate, Chlorocat Meow with I agree with you. And yeah, man, I'm so glad. This is what I wanted out of the 24/7 title. This is what I wanted. It's still not as good as what I wanted, but it is. I actually think they focused on it a little too much. I thought, I don't know. I mean, it's new, so it makes sense that they focused on it. But the constant running around with people chasing you a little too much, I'm worried about that.
I actually enjoyed the show. Gook all over me 6/10.
Oh, hell yeah. Put it all over you, Andale Peasy. I thought it was a pretty good show tonight. I thought it was a pretty good... it wasn't the best, actually, but I thought it was an all-right-ish show. I mean, we'll get... I don't know. We'll get to it. We'll get to the review. as I break it down here, get into this WWE Smackdown tonight. I'm glad you guys are here. What up? By the way, Jake DeMarco is coughing up blood at the moment, so he will not be with us tonight. So I hope that he gets better. And I already told him, like, man, you just take a break, and I hope you're okay. Guy's got, like, acid blood coming up and pneumonia shit and all kinds of fucked up shit. It's always the night after he says, oh, tomorrow night we're going to game all night, Joe. We're going to game. He always says that. And then, like, the next day, the dude is, like, coughing up blood and dying. It's like, I'm like, dude, stop saying that you're going to play games. Like, stop advertising it. Every time Jake advertises it, like he goes into business for himself on it, it's always bad news for him. Every single time. One time he went to the hospital. So, new rule on this show. No more saying you're going to be gaming with me on some night, all night, or whatever it is, because that ends in misery for you. So let's not do that anymore for Jake. Poor fucking Jake. I thought about going to SmackDown tonight. I mean, I used to live near Boston, so SmackDown was about an hour. It's about an hour drive to the Dunkin' Donuts Center, and I realized that I moved out to Southern Mass. And I'm literally about 27 minutes away from the Dunkin' Donuts Center. So I'm only 27-minute drive, and I was like, man, I could just drive out there. I even saw some good tickets and shit, and I could have, but I was like, I couldn't bring myself to do it because I had so much shit going on in my house. And my kid was really sick, so he had to go to the doctor, and it was an hour drive to get him to the doctor for Leah while I took care of the other ones. So it was just a, no, I got to smile for a photo. There we go. It was just a crazy situation. So anyway, let's get into SmackDown here, and we'll see what you guys are saying tonight about it as well.
Super Chat Party!
I'll take a lot of calls tonight, too, probably.
Dolph Ziggler is a hero. Don't let me fuck pancakes.
Spaz Phoenix. Thank you, Spaz Phoenix. Yeah, interesting. Dolph Ziggler shows up again. Again, he is so dead, though. I don't know what it is, man, but he is so boring and dead because he had a couple chances that he could have really gone off and been this crazy heel or whatever, and it just felt like it never materialized the right way. So, I don't know. Thank you, Spaz Phoenix, for that super chat. So SmackDown starts off with Shane McMahon backstage on the phone. Elias walks in. He goes to apologize for what happened. I couldn't give a shit about any of this, by the way. Elias says he's now looking forward to Super Showdown, where he'll be in Shane's corner for the match against Reigns. Shane says he doesn't need anyone in his corner because he doesn't need help, but Shane will be in Elias' corner for tonight's match with Reigns because Elias does need help. Whatever. I couldn't care. I don't care. The New Day comes out with Big E. They make a joke. They have some guy dressed like Big E come out, and they're like, "You're not the real Big E." Ha ha ha. And I was like, all right. I'm not, like, see, I think the New Day, this stuff would normally be funny to people, but I'm just not in the mood for it anymore. So, like, I was just like, well, that was dumb. And then they get to the ring, and they made some pretty good jokes. They got great charisma and all that stuff through the New Day, certainly. But I just couldn't care, about anything they basically were doing. I just did not care. And then thank God Kevin Owens came out, and it felt like things got serious for a second. And then Sami Zayn comes out. Sami was great on the mic again. Owens just goes to the back after getting mad or whatever, which I thought was kind of stupid. But I get it. I get why, I guess. And I don't know. I didn't care for the opening that much. It was all right, though. They did. I just didn't care. Kofi says he's going to walk on his own 2 feet, and he's going to walk right through Sami Zayn. The New Day's music hits. Sami talks more crap as he goes up the ramp. I don't know. I just was bored by the opening of this. That's how I felt. Or I wanted to see them. It's like because the New Day is so goofy, it's hard to get into anything when they try to get serious sometimes. Yo, unknown caller, what up?
Hey, I just want to say the show's awesome.
I have so many hearts in my chest right now because of that.
Well, I'll see you later.
All right. Thank you, man. What the fuck was that? Thank you for saying the show's awesome, though. What the hell? I feel like that's not really what he wanted to say. I feel like he was any minute he was gonna be like, I don't know what the hell. It's a weird day today. Anyway, the New Day's music hits and Sammy talks more crap on the ramp. Then we get the Elias Reigns preview thing. Becky Lynch and Bayley and Lacey Evans and Charlotte Flair. Carmella's backstage with Drake Maverick, asks if he's seen the 24/7 champion R-Truth, and she's looking for R-Truth, and she finds him wearing a wig and all that goofy stuff. I thought the stuff with R-Truth was pretty good. I thought that they leaned on it a little too much, which is what I was worried about, because remember I told you guys, when they bring back this 24/7 championship, or when they bring back the hardcore belt, whichever one it was, one of the things I was worried about was they would lean on it too much, because they can't write a creative thing worth of shit. So whenever they have filler or time that they need to cover or whatever, after they've written everything else, they can write all of these situations to fill in the minutes that are missing. And that's kind of what we get with Carmella and R-Truth, and he's running around. He's still calling it the European title. He doesn't understand the rules. I thought that was funny. I think he's helped the belt already. You know what I mean? It is a goof, although, like I said, I wish someone very serious maybe had held it at first. In fact, Leah made a suggestion when she was watching, and she was like, it'd be funny if somebody held the belt for a long time, and they were like going crazy because of it. They started going crazy and everything. And I said, yeah, that'd be funny. And then that triggered an idea in my head, and I said, you know what else would be funny? This was something I think Vince McMahon would think would be hilarious, I feel like. It would be hilarious to me if all day long some dude was like, he like was running with the belt and keeping it and somehow getting out of, losing it. And when he gets to his hotel room at night, he's looking out the window and he's telling the cameraman, like, you can't leave, man. You can't leave, all right? I know that we're contractually obligated that you can follow me, but you can't leave. Do not leave this room. If you're taping me, don't leave this room. And the cameraman's like, all right, I got it. And he's like, all right. And they break the fourth wall there. That'd be funny. And then it'd be funny if the guy fell asleep in the bed. And, like somebody either broke in or whatever the case is and covered him while he was sleeping in a bed. So while he's sleeping in the hotel room bed with the belt next to him, somebody just covers him. And the person who covers him is telling the referee, like, quiet. And the referee's like, 2, 3. And the guy grabs the belt and he's just like, they run away and the dude just still is asleep. And then, like, either later on in the episode or, like, the next, like, whatever the case is, like, this is taped, right? Like, we can assume this is taped, and they come back to it over and over again. And kind of like they did with the Big Boss Man a bunch of times and other people and some other people back in the day. And the guy wakes up, and there's no belt. You know what I mean? And then, he's like, what the hell? What'd you do with my belt? What the hell happened to my belt? And the guy's like, the cameraman or whoever's in the room, they're like, oh, look at your phone or whatever. Or even if they're not interacting with the cameraman at all, he's just like, what the hell happened to my belt? Then he goes online, he's like swiping through his phone, Then he sees it, and he sees the guy like who's champion. He's like, son of a bitch, that type of thing. Dude, I feel like Vince McMahon would find that hilarious. That whole thing would be hilarious. Especially if, like, they were like, folks, our WWE cameras have been following the 24/7 champion, and they'll continue to follow them. So even if we miss some of the action live, we can bring it to you at a certain point or whatever that case is. So they do that for a few weeks, showing us the person, And then like 3 or 4 weeks into it, this happens. And I just, dude, I'm telling you, I think that would be the fucking, I don't care what anybody thinks. I think that's fucking hilarious. And I want to see that shit, man. I want a fucking guy covers him while he's in his hotel bed and just fucking like can't scream. He doesn't want to wake him up. Like, that's funny to me. Like being like, I'm fucked up, man. I think that's why I like Vince so much sometimes. Wait a minute, that happened already? Oh, fuck!
I think the 24/7 title will grow on me. It looks like a sign for a diner that Vince failed at keeping open because he didn't want bacon on the menu because he doesn't like it, driving away all the customers, but the title can be cool. Fuck off, Vince.
All right, so Robbie Hyde, thank you for the $4, Robbie. I agree. Robbie, thank you. Now, I was just peeking at the chat, and listen, I've been watching wrestling since 1987. I have barely missed any WWE, and everybody is telling me that Briscoe did this already. I had no fucking clue of that. And that's proof of parallel thinking right there. Briscoe did it. Fuck, so that means we're not going to see that. God damn it. Let me go look it up. Here, is this it? Hardcore changes hands? No, that was WrestleMania. Briscoe wins. Wait a minute, is this it right here? Hold on. Oh my God, he did do it. Oh my God, they literally did exactly that already. Fuck! God damn! What the fuck? The guy's snoring and everything, dude. Like, what? Dude, I never saw this. What the fuck? This is literally the exact idea. What the fuck? It was on UPN. I must not have been watching it this time. It was still WWF. Maybe I saw it. Maybe I saw it and it, like, was in my head or something. That is so weird. Oh my God, that's exactly the whole thing. Oh my God, they fucking... Oh my God. Fuck. Damn it. Man, I thought I had a great idea. God damn it. Every fucking idea has been done. Still, fuck it. Do it again. Like, it would be funny again. Do it again. Fuck it. Ugh. I can't believe that. The Blues are leading 4-1 in the third period. The referees have gone away for the Sharks. I can't believe it, man. Can you imagine if the Boston Bruins face the Blues again in the Stanley Cup? Hasn't been since the 70s with Bobby Orr. Playing the Blues in the Stanley Cup again. Wow. Anyway, what do you guys have to say? Let's see what you guys are saying. I can't believe that. I swear to God to you all out there, I never saw that. I never, ever saw that. Never saw that. Nor would I remember that. And I guess it's like an obvious thing, right? Like, that's just kind of an obvious joke. So it's no wonder they already wrote it before. Because that's just kind of an obvious thing to do. So, fuck. But now we're not going to see it because I like the hotel room setup and everything. Fuck it. Oh, well.
Pour me a beer. You've got a new subscriber.
What the hell, dude? That blew my mind. Cobra Kai! I finished season 2. My review's coming soon. Got to get that YouTube Premium so you can watch Cobra Kai. That show is fucking awesome. That is, I only watch a few shows. Give it a hell yeah! That's one of them.
I donated last week for someone, but it should have been me. When Crystal kissed Tommy, it should have been me. When Smalls was plowing Debe last Wednesday, it should have been me. When Fat Bitch Bobbitt won the belt, it should have been me.
Oh, God. The Goon. Thank you, Goon. Adam Ant, they should never redo the Supermarket Brawl because that was so good. Like, you can never recreate the Supermarket Brawl again. That was too fucking hilarious.
Shit bomb.
Ghost, vomiting face, dollar bills face, thumbs up, smirking face, crying face, smiley face, department store, love hotel, red envelope, wind chime, moon viewing ceremony, admission tickets, wind chime, carp streamer, dollar bills face,
Carp
cool
streamer?
face, alien, Oni, speak no evil monkey, hear no evil monkey, smiley cat face, Tengu, Oni, heart, yellow heart, black heart, nose, ear, foot, leg, flexed biceps, skull, sleepy, thought bubble, 100, angry, collision, fire, kiss mark, hole, doctor, pilot, mechanic, scientist, bride with veil, prince, astronaut, princess, zombie, vampire, detective, painter, teacher, red-haired man, baby, child, family, mother and sons, father and daughters, mother and children, father and daughter, family, speedboat, suspension railway, sailboat, mountain cableway, small airplane, seat, airplane, flying saucer, light rail, mountain railway, high-speed train, shrine, wedding, mosque, church, stadium, wrench, double right pointing triangles, repeat, Vietnam, Ukraine.
Super Chat Party.
Thanks, Emoji Party.
Sasha's one of those lights-off type hookers working a double shift on 2-for-1 Fridays. Hash pump her till ya dump her.
Oh my God, Spaz Phoenix. Jesus. Spaz Phoenix, thank you, man. God, I still love my Sasha, man. I still love that Sasha. Still love... What the fuck with that emoji party, dude? Dude, what the hell did it say? Dude, it said something weird as hell this time. Last time it was admission tickets, but this one was really... Oh my God, dude. What the hell?
Yeah. Smoke weed every day.
They gotta fix that.
DA Weed God is here, thought it kinda wasn't that bad tonight, praise to J Kill Smoke one for you my brother, hype dat chat for Jake, love you Jojo is God.
Jojo had the baby. What up, NickY J? NickY J, thank you for the 420, man. I'm getting ready to smoke it. Yeah, man, I mean, it was, I don't know what I'll give tonight's show. I'm still working on it. In my head, I'm still working on it. Still working on getting through it, too.
Super Chat Party.
What's up? It's the Costanza.
Hey Joe, guess what? Admission tickets. That is all.
Get me on the ride, baby. Get those admission tickets ready, motherfucker. Because I want to go for a ride on the goddamn trolley. Where else were we? Okay, so Ali versus Andrade. Ali versus Andrade, the match of the two men with only one name now. Pretty good match. I enjoyed it. It was decent. Nothing that I'll go back and watch again, but it was a nice match. Ali gets the win. Surprise roll-up win. Which I get.
Party.
Spazzy.
Ziggler beat down Kofi because he thought he could win the 24/7 title. Know what I mean? Because they look the same? They're both black. Laugh, fucker.
Oh, God. Wait a minute. No, I don't get it. Like, what? I don't get it. Spaz Phoenix, thank you, but I don't get, why don't I get this? I don't get it. Help me. I mean, don't help me. I don't want to know. I don't get it. I don't know if I don't know. I don't get it. I had a long day today. Mandy Rose versus Carmella. I like the entrances. Ends up in a no contest. It is whatever, because R-Truth is out there with Carmella, which Carmella should have been like, don't come out here with me, but he did. And then the whole locker room, or the jobber locker room, spills out. Notice only jobbers are attracted to the belt. That's the problem I have with it. Has anybody else noticed that? Like, the problem is only jobbers are running after this stupid thing. So that's why you would think anybody would run after it. Like, Sami Zayn watched them run by and was like, the fuck was that? Sami Zayn should have tackled him and then won the thing. That's the problem. That's the problem. When you make it seem like it's all a goof. Like, one of your top guys right now, Sami Zayn, just looked like, I'm too cool for that shit. No, he should have fucking tripped him and then covered him. You know? And then it would have been funny if R-Truth kicked out and ran away, and as he ran away, the mob was running at them, and Sami turned around and, like, out of a cartoon was like, oh! And they all just ran Sami Zayn over and stomped on him and ran through, and then they all kept running like a fucking stampede, and then Sami was on the ground like, and he's fucking got to get up and then go have a match after that. I don't know. That's so stupid, but it's like, that at least he tried to win it, because, Sami Zayn being like, fuck that thing, that's for the jobbers. That's basically how that was portrayed. So that's, I don't know. I know that I'm looking into it too much, but I don't know, kind of stupid. Anyway, I mean, Sami Zayn versus Kofi Kingston was an okay match. It was quicker than I thought it would be. Trouble in Paradise, so the finisher is really over for Kingston. The Trouble in Paradise is really putting people away. That's how he won the thing. It's really killing it for him. Kofi gets the victory pretty convincingly. I thought maybe a little too convincingly, but Sami was put out. After the match, Kofi takes the title, raises it, and Paul Heyman suddenly comes out to the ramp, and he's like molesting the case in a weird way that was just bizarre. I thought that was weird, and I'm like, oh, they're doing the stupid thing where Heyman's like, see what could happen, but Brock isn't here, obviously. And then I started thinking, oh shit, is Brock here and he's going to come from behind? And then someone comes from behind and I'm like, oh my God. And it's Dolph Ziggler instead. And I went, oh, it's Dolph Ziggler. I don't care about Dolph Ziggler, but what I do appreciate is how they had a match happen, then Heyman comes out to tease, then someone jumps Kofi, but it's Ziggler. Like, I appreciate that type of chaos. I really do. Because that was interesting. You had a quick little match that was kind of nice, and the champion gets a good victory, and then you get Heyman coming out to remind him. But that's lame. If that ends there, that's lame. But because then someone attacked Kofi, it was like, no, shit, now what's going on? So I appreciate that type of chaos. That's the type of stuff they need to keep doing at times. That's the type of stuff that people don't mind, like, being surprised by. They don't like being surprised by a belt that's green and looks like it's made for the Saudi Arabia pay-per-view. Lacey Evans, Charlotte Flair, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. To me, this was it was an okay match. Clusterfucky to me. I kind of lost interest in it at some point. Pretty much didn't care what happened. Bayley and Becky get the victory. I don't care. Then I see Roman Reigns, and I don't care about him. And Elias. He's playing on the top of one of the trucks outside earlier. I just don't care about any of this. Sarah Schreiber talks to Dolph Ziggler. He's not going to give her an answer, so who cares? Why do they even do that? He's going to tell the fans. Ziggler walks to the ring. I don't know. Ziggler takes a mic, comes out, says he would boo him too. Tells us all about that stuff about Kofi's chances and blah, 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 blah. Ziggler says he's going to beat Kofi for the title at WWE Super Showdown in Saudi Arabia because he has to. Ziggler screams about how people will love and respect him when he wins at Super Showdown. I don't give a shit about Super Showdown. I don't give a shit about that. Roman Reigns versus Elias. I don't give a shit about that, mostly because of Roman Reigns. And I know Roman Reigns is going to win, so I just don't care. Roman Reigns, guess what? He wins, even with Shane in his corner. Now, it was a possibility for a DQ and a Shane and Elias beatdown. You know what I mean? So it is whatever. But again, I just don't care about any of it when it comes down to it. That's how I feel. So, whatever. That was SmackDown. Didn't really enjoy it that much, to be honest. No better than Raw to me. I gave Raw a 4.5 last night. I'd probably give this about the same. I wasn't interested that much.
Shit bum.
Hey Joe, just wanted to say love your show and sorry you couldn't really hear me. I don't really call strangers and I was really shy. But anyways, I really love your show.
Oh, thank you, unknown caller. Thanks for the $5 and becoming a $5 shit bum. And thank you for calling. You know, a lot of times people call under the unknown caller name, or, you know, they're going to troll or something like that with a, you know, when they call from a blocked number. So that's why I wasn't sure exactly what was going on. But now I get that you were just calling to say hi and be cool and shit. So I get it now. That's cool, man. I heard you enough. I appreciate that. It's out, you know, sometimes people call and be like, "Oh, I love your show." Kill you.
Kill you, cunt! Frog off!
Frog off.
Where is
mate.
Asuka and Kyrie? And I think I'm going to kill myself if I had to see another Becky and Charlotte fight. I'm already dreading Charlotte versus Bayley. And where the heck is Aleister Black?
Yeah, that was. It also didn't help the Elliot. Thank you, Elliot, for the $20 super chat. That's a beast super chat. Thank you, Elliot. Also, you know, they Drew Galloway came, or Drew McIntyre came out at the end as we thought too. I mean, WWE advertised him to be there, so it wasn't even a leak. It was like he was advertised. So you knew he was going to show up at some point, you felt, and then I wasn't sure, and then he did. And so that was stupid. And yeah, I don't know, man. Just a lackluster, I thought, SmackDown. Maybe some people liked it. I don't know. Thanks for the $20, Elliot. If you guys want to donate, the link is down below for Streamlabs, all that stuff, PayPal. But if you want to do Super Chat, that's in the chat below as well. 03 the King, thank you subscribing to the Joe Cronin Show. What's up, bro? This got alcohol in it. I'm going to be playing some games tonight.
Didn't see show, but what did you think of Dolph promo?
I thought Dolph's promo was all right, but it was clearly just a sort of write it up quick for a Super Showdown. Dolph will come back, and then he'll go away again. That's about it. He's getting paid.
What if Truth is doing yoga, like Truth's saying he has to get fast and have agility? So DDP gets him in a weird position and he has a ref counting face with tears of joy.
Dude, that would be hilarious. That's a great one, Gonzo. I like that. See, these are awesome ideas. It'd be funny to see DDP like, all right, now stand up straight and put your arms down real straight like this and look up very high like this. And then DDP just, bam, hits him with the diamond cutter. It goes bang, and then he has like his security throw the guy out afterwards or something. Oh, God. See, that stuff is funny. They got to do that stuff.
I got put in Twitter prison for 7 days because I told some truth about Sasha. Bayley is the champ. That's what happens when you come to work. That comment got me suspended on Twitter. Fucking 2019.
Spaz, what up, Spaz? Thank you for the $10 Canadian, dude. See? I mean, yeah, dude, Twitter's a joke. Twitter is a joke. After, I mean, come on, man, just look at me. I'm banned for life on Twitter. I'm banned for life. There's like horrific people on Twitter that say terrible things, and I'm banned for MTV Hates White People.
Do a little basketball dance off the concrete. I mean, I'm just so sick of you little meth head devil worshippers. I'll be honest, I'd like to take a big bite out of your face.
Brock's segment on WWE's YouTube has 25k likes versus 5k dislikes. 5k is the IWC majority due to Twitter, but it is a lie. Brock is not hated like the IWC portrays. Person shrugging Kofi Seth jobbers compared to Brock face with tears of joy.
Well, I don't think King Cullen, thank you for the $10, man. I don't think the IWC says that Brock Lesnar is hated. I think they hate Brock Lesnar. I think a lot of the internet fans hate Brock Lesnar. I don't think that they think that a lot of casual people hate him. You know, I haven't seen that, but is this the one you're talking about? I'm trying to find the video you're talking about. I want to watch it and see what the deal is with it. What video are you talking about? I mean, I see the top 10 Raw moments with him. I see another one. I don't see any private video with him though. Here's Lesnar celebrating his cash-in. That has, oh yeah, okay, this is it. 32,000 likes and 5,000 dislikes. I would argue that it could be the marks also actually hating him, disliking it. You know, not necessarily the internet fans. Because Seth Rollins is out there with him too, so I mean, but it's also only 32,000 likes, you know? I don't know. It's got 1.3 million views. But, you know, let me put it to you this way. If you look at a WWE segment from, like last year or something like that, you'll see there'll be a lot more likes on segments like that. Like this, like Brock Lesnar on Raw 2014. Right? So if I go to Brock Lesnar on Raw in a similar situation from I don't know, a little while back, you'll see the same thing. You know, it's oh man, where is it? Here we go. Well, this is with The Undertaker, so that's a bad example. Brock Lesnar receives the new World Heavyweight Championship, 1 million views. So this has, you know, less views than that from a couple of years back. That's about the same ratio, 8,000, 8.3 thousand likes, 1.2 thousand dislikes. It's really the same ratio, you know, in the last several years. So, you know, I don't know. Undertaker and Heyman. Brock Lesnar returns 2012. I mean, look at Brock Lesnar's 2012 Raw appearance. 59,000 likes, 1,000 dislikes, 1.700. So it's not even just that. It's like nobody cares anymore. You know, nobody cares that much.
Here we go. I'm about to get it, man. Here we go. About to get it, man.
I'm going to open the phone lines in a minute.
Here we go.
There's so many phone calls right now.
Oh, no.
Another poor show. The only winners tonight are all of the aborted babies in heaven that don't have to watch this shit.
Chris Cabacco, I agree. Ali and Andrade was pretty nice. I liked that. And I enjoyed the 24/7 belt. That was it. I enjoyed the 24/7 stuff with R-Truth. And I enjoyed Andrade versus Ali. And I somewhat enjoyed a little bit. I didn't enjoy, but I liked a little bit of the New Day and Sami Zayn and stuff. But again, it feels like mid-card people are the main event on the show. It feels like mid-card people are the main event.
I got an idea for 24/7 title. I'm going to find R-Truth and hit him with my wheelchair and fucking pin him. No one would ever pin me. I'll torture-rack those fuckers.
You can tie him to the back of your wheelchair and then go down a steep hill and let him roll. Lex Luger. Thank you, Lex Luger, for becoming a $5 shit bum. I appreciate that. I thought the 24/7 title tonight was my more favorite part of the show. So,
Give it a hell yeah!
Proud of our boys, what a great season. If you thought our officiating was over, then guess again, because every Friday we'll be officiating monetize this some point shaving, and so favors will be going on, and oh St. Louis go kick the Bruins ass.
San Jose Sharks refs, thank you so much. We are coming, man. We are coming, San Jose refs. You bastards.
Shit bum.
What does a whore and Sasha Banks have in common? A whore will sleep with everybody at the party, and a Sasha Banks will sleep with everybody at the party except you.
Oh, John Montgomery, thank you, man. Thank you for the $5, John. Man, people have been savage lately. People are so bored with WWE right now that they are it's just fucking full-on savagery. Like, it's out of control savagery. And, you know, that's what happens when shit is boring as hell, to be honest.
Super Chat Party.
How would you book Bray Wyatt?
My God. You mean based off of what he's already doing, or like repackaged myself? Robbie Hyde. I mean, let me see. Oh my God! Somebody just sent me something on Twitter. I'm losing my mind. Robbie Hyde, thanks for the $1.99, Robbie. So, I mean, let's go off of where he's at now, because he needed a character change a little bit. You know, I would probably have him like paint his face a little bit, to be honest. I would have it so that when he pulls the mask off, if he's taking the mask off in matches and not wrestling with it, then I would have his, face a little darkened up. But if he's wrestling with the mask, that would be pretty cool. But I don't think that would last long, so I have him take the mask off, give him that darker image. I would give him almost these sort of like Jekyll and Hyde things in matches in the ring. Like he used to do that crab thing where he walks at people. I would kind of have these things where, he could kind of act like he's tripping in and out in the matches, a little bit. He's you can feel how sick he is in the matches. But again, I would sort of treat him like, let's take Goldust and Mankind. Let's have what if Goldust and Mankind had a kid and he was a psycho? You know what I mean? Let's say Goldust and Mankind have a kid and he's a psycho. I would book from there on. You know what I mean? And I would have Bray Wyatt in some gimmick matches. I would definitely have him in some gimmick matches. And just see where it goes from there. I'm talking about bringing back things like Buried Alive, the Boiler Room Brawl stuff. Maybe something new that's never been done in the ring, And I don't know what they can do with PG rules and things like that. And I wouldn't book him to lose every second like he used to. I would book him sort of strong, like I'm not comparing him to The Undertaker because I don't want to do that, but I would book him a little bit like that, more than Mankind. Because we all know the tragedy of Mankind was kind of that a lot of times he lost. He basically lost a lot because he was just crazy and demented. And it was like he cared about pain and inflicting pain, and he even liked having pain happen to him. And it didn't matter if he won or lost a lot of times. But I think this Bray Wyatt, it should be the same, but he should be tougher and stronger. He should be a tougher and stronger Mankind, to where you really just can't beat the guy. It's very hard to beat him. I would book him like that. I would book him stronger than most people. I don't think he needs a championship necessarily, but I would book him to where it's like you're in there with somebody who's not right. That guy is not right. And I want the commentary to be able to reflect that, similar to the commentary of Undertaker versus Jake the Snake Roberts at WrestleMania 8. Undertaker and Jake the Snake Roberts at WrestleMania 8 is amazing because of the commentary. A lot of it is because of the commentary.
Helpless. Uppercut. Another one by Jake.
He's taking it to him. But the man's not human. You can pound on him all day. Jake hit him with a chair 20 times. He kept sitting up like Dracula.
On the right hand, finds a mark of the jaw, and there it is, another right hand, 360 over the top, but right on his feet. Whoa! Now he's pulled the snake outside with him.
They made it seem like The Undertaker was superhuman. And I'm talking about believably, like somewhat believably. I'm dead serious. It was somewhat believable. What you saw in that moment.
Undertaker, methodical, at times impervious to pain.
The best thing is for The Undertaker to go back to the cemetery.
The jaw, and there it is, another right hand, 360 over the top, but right on his feet. Whoa! Now he's pulled the snake outside. Look out! Oh, right into the steel post.
Do you hear this? This is literally, you grabbed the guy's feet, you pulled him back, he fell over, you pulled him outside the ring, you chopped him in the throat, and you threw him into the post. And you could, like, the announcing is amazing compared to what we have today. Not only the announcing, but the storytelling here of what The Undertaker was doing.
On the right hand, finds a mark of the jaw, and there it is. Another
Now there's Jake clotheslining The Undertaker over the top rope. You're like, oh man, he got him.
right hand, 360 over the top, but right on his feet. Whoa! Now he's pulled the snake outside.
That may be Lurch.
About stepping in there, I don't blame him.
You know how Paul Bearer got that earned?
I'm not afraid to ask.
The old-fashioned way. He earned it.
Oh, please.
But I'm not kidding, man. That type of stuff, all of that, I go back and watch Undertaker versus Jake Roberts at WrestleMania 8. And a lot of it's because of the announcing. If you're just watching a straight-up announcer saying, like, a choke slam there by Undertaker, and now the Undertaker over the top rope by Jake Roberts, and Jake Roberts pulls the Undertaker outside the ring, and oh my goodness, Undertaker with a chop. Like, it doesn't quite do it. But, like, where Gorilla is describing the action, and you could almost feel that he's, like, nervous for the guy in there, Jake Roberts, because of the Undertaker, and then Bobby the Brain Heenan just being like, oh, like he's just like, so he's absolutely convinced that, like, you know, the Undertaker's gonna murder Jake Roberts, and the way he commentates reflects that, and it's amazing.
Look out! Oh. What agility by the big guy!
He's not human. Oh, no.
And this is when Jake Roberts has the Undertaker down for the first time in the match, and he's crawling away on his butt, like looking at the Undertaker because he just took him down finally. And this is what they're describing.
He never beat the Undertaker. He won't get up from this. Rest in peace. R.I.P. Services are right now.
Because I believe Jake Roberts like DDT'd the Undertaker, which is Jake Roberts' finishing move. And so Bobby Heenan can't believe that he actually hit the Undertaker with it. So he says, oh, he won't get up from that. Now the Undertaker sits up.
Look at that!
Oh, no. Oh, my God. He's not human.
That's great.
Look at that. Look at that.
Jake Roberts can't believe it!
Give him another one. Give him another one.
Another shot.
Give him another one. Like, dude, I'm telling you, like, that shit was great. And that's kind of how I would sort of book the new Bray Wyatt. I'd make him sick and weird. Like, you didn't quite know what he was going to do, but you couldn't really put him away very easily. And build him up very strong. You know, the other day we talked about the... oh, God, who was it? Ichi versus Kenny Omega. And that guy... What's his fucking other name? What's his... God, what's his first name? Oh, it's friggin' drawing a blank right now. What the hell's his name? It's gonna drive me nuts if I don't figure it out. Oh, Tomohiro. Tomohiro Ishii versus Kenny Omega. They built, dude, Tomohiro, I believe is his name. I think that's right. This fucking guy, Ishii, it's Ishii. I'm thinking of Ichiro. It's Ishii. This guy was a fucking tank in that match. Like, I remember when that happened, and like, they beat the shit out of each other, right? They beat the shit out of each other. But that guy was like a fucking beast. You know, I don't think WWE should go that far with, you know, the deal, but kind of something like that. You know, and I'm not saying Bray Wyatt shouldn't lose. He should, but put Bray Wyatt in really the Goldust, like Mankind mid-card type matches from back in the day, but give Bray Wyatt a lot more wins than losses type of deal. And that's it, man. I really drew that out too long, but I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. This allergy medicine is fucking me.
Super Chat Party.
AEW saying, we're not WWE, we just start off with Stardust, Goldust, Neville, Jericho, Dillinger Jr., Billy Gunn, Anderson, etc. taking the old SmackDown slot.
Wow. We're not WWE, just don't start off with Stardust, Goldust, Neville, Jericho, and Billy Gunn, etc. Yeah. You know, they could go up against SmackDown because we don't know what time Fox and AEW and TNT, what time they're going to decide to drop those shows, or what time they'll change to if they change the show's times. That may happen too. My God, it's the Grand Illuminist! Here he is! He's...
My name is Kane and I'm donating.
That's gotta be Kane!
Emoji party, ham sandwich, footprints, post office, Tokyo Tower, posthumously. Foreskin, kissing face, factory, mouse, monkey, perhaps, skull, Santa Claus, video cassette, Christmas tree, video camera, extensively. But if we could, pig, camera, hammer, black scissors, imp, to the, octopus, bridge at night, airplane, Statue of Liberty.
Black scissors? Black scissors? Is that two lesbian? Oh, all right. Grand Illuminous, thank you so much, Grand Illuminous, for the 666 donation.
About to get it, man. Here we go. About to get it, man. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh no.
Sup, bud? Agree with you 100%. Don't care. And this is in one super chats. Ziggler's promo may have worked better with the fans if he said, "I've busted."
Haskell 420, what up, Haskell? Thank you, man. Yeah, I don't know. I just, you know, Ziggler's coming back so we can do the Super Show. Then he's probably going to go away again. That's why it's like, wait, what the hell is Ziggler doing here? I still don't care that he's here. Well, it's just because they offered him a paycheck to go over to Saudi Arabia because they were missing somebody who didn't want to go, probably. So there you go. There's the bingo. That's what it is.
About to get it, man. Here we go. About to get it, man. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh no.
My butt in WWE for over a decade, stealing the show. What do I get for it? Short titles, runs, and paid to stay home. I deserve better, and you all know it.
Thank you, Haskell. Who the hell are you talking about? Are you talking about Sasha? No, Sasha hasn't been there 10 years. Who the hell are you talking about, Haskell? God damn it. I can't do this math and figure this out right now. I don't have the clarity, and I just don't have the wherewithal to come up with who you're talking about right now. I'm too dead. I'm dead right now. It's 11 o'clock at night. I was up early.
Super Chat Party.
Jake Miller, thank you for the $1, Jake. What up? Is that like the old school Jake Miller from back in the day, or is this a new Jake Miller? I don't know because I can't see his old super chat. But thank you, Jake. Is that Australian Jake Miller? And that's what I'm talking about. The guy who hates Cody Rhodes has been here tonight. That was John Montgomery. I think he did donate earlier. By the way, I reached out to Ryback and Pat Buck and tried to figure out which one of them wants to come on first. And put it out there for him. So far, no responses from either. We may never see a response from them.
Super chat. Super chat.
Midget porn is better than WWE.
Right now, I would agree with that. So, definitely agree with you.
Super chat. Super chat.
I prefer mid-carders only because it's different.
I don't. I mean, I like the mid-carders in the mid-card. I like, we need to take that next step.
Are you going to do a story on the Ashley Massaro assault info that's coming out?
I mentioned it
She
earlier.
signed an affidavit saying was assaulted on WWE USO tour by a fake military drive, reported it, met Vince, Bucktooth and others, and cause of WWE military relationship did nada.
Yeah, it looks like she's filed something. And they told her to, don't do that, type of thing. I don't understand exactly what happened. I haven't read everything. I did mention it in my video earlier today that I am aware of it, that it's been going on. And, I really don't know. It sounds like something that might have happened. She might have been assaulted somehow, maybe. And the WWE was like, don't bring this up. Maybe WWE said that because they don't want to bring negativity to the military, since they were there to make everybody happy. And, because somebody was a scumbag, they didn't want it to look negative on the rest of the soldiers. But either way, she should have gotten justice for it. If it happened, it should have gotten justice. If that happened to her, maybe WWE doesn't want to go near it, but WWE behind the scenes could help her and make sure that they do things different in the future and help with, but I don't know. I guess they don't want to do a court case and whatever. And it's all allegedly. I don't know what happened. But that is fucked up if somebody got assaulted for real and the WWE didn't want to do anything to protect its talent. But again, she really should have been able to press charges anyway. But I guess I have to read that story better before I really talk about it, Haskell. But I am very aware of it. I've been, I have a few of the links all collected. I just haven't read through it yet because it's been kind of like, I don't want to get into that yet. But I do plan on looking at it, so maybe we'll have more info soon on that.
Super chat. Super chat.
Bet you Tommy will use the earn joke.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. That is a Tommy joke. It was such a cheesy thing for Bobby to say, but it worked because Bobby said it for some reason.
Here we go. I'm about to get it, man. Here we go. About to get it, man. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no.
When Taker came out back then, they would sell it so hard.
Yeah.
Heenan would go, "It dropped 30 degrees in here. It's freezing." That's creative booking.
Thank you, Haskell. Yeah. Gorilla Monsoon would be like, "Would you look at that? Would you look at the size of this man?" As The Undertaker makes his way down to the ring ominously. And Bobby the Brain Heenan would lean into the mic a little bit and just be like, Gorilla, Gorilla, it is chilly in here now. It is chilly in here right now. All of a sudden, it's cold. Well, The Undertaker is on the way. I'm not kidding. I'm cold. It would be stuff like that. That would be funny, but kind of believable, in the way that they did it. Very strange that they would do that. And I thank you, Michael. I salute you, my friend. The Celtics are the ones who blew it, guys. The Celtics blew it. What are you doing, Celtics? You blew it. The Patriots, the Red Sox, the Boston Bruins. But no, Celtics, you had to drop the ball. Kyrie, you suck. And who's the white guy who broke his ankle or his whole leg and then he sucked this year? He got lobotomized. Celtics blew it. I don't know anybody's names in basketball anymore, so was it Gordon Hayward? I think it was Hayward that hurt himself last year or a year or 2 years ago. Anyway, whatever. The Celtics blew it. Had a chance for all four Boston teams to be in the championships and do something wild. And the Celtics dropped the fucking ball again. Celtics, you have been awful. They got the championship finally in 07, 08 or whatever it was, and that was it. They were out. You know, it's because they won so many back in the day. They were like, all right, we did it. We're done. Gordon Hayward, thank you. I say white guy because there's not many white guys in the NBA, and that's the only way I could describe them. There you go. I don't even know my own guys. I don't watch them. I watched probably 4 Celtics basketball games this season. Probably saw 75% of the hockey games from the Bruins. And so far, I've only seen about 5 Red Sox games in completion this year. Anyway, whatever. That is what it is. I get it. It'll be fun to take on the Blues. St. Louis Blues versus the Boston Bruins. It's like the 70s all over again.
Give me that hell yeah!
I hate today's commentators. They go over social media and current events and barely call any maneuvers or moves that look devastating. I'm tired of just hearing Cole's pitch change as he continues until he's done reading. Call the damn match barcode.
Oh, the Stowe Code Steve Boston, thank you. The commentators are terrible. The commentators literally almost do nothing to help the wrestlers and to play up what they're doing.
Shit bomb.
Commentary is horrible.
I think Eric Young should be Bray Wyatt's first victim. Then make Eric Young his puppet. Them two would be great together.
You know what? Random ideas. I get what you're saying, and I think you're right in many ways, but I want Bray Wyatt to be solo for now. I want him to be a lone wolf, and I would like to see him attack somebody who kind of means something and then, just beat them. 2 matches, they're done. Bray Wyatt beat the guy.
Here we go.
Maybe the guy's gone for 3 weeks after the second match.
Here we go.
Something like that.
Here we go. Oh, no.
My 2 back-to-back super chats on how Ziggler's promo may have gotten over on the fans. Better rewind and read posts back-to-back later cause I'm broke.
Haskell, I'll read them later, man. Thank you, dude. It's also, I'm on this fucking allergy medication, and right now, man, my short-term memory is dog shit. And also, I'm just not reacting right to shit. I'm fucking, my IQ must have dropped like 20 points at this point, from like a, shit, I don't even know what the IQ scores are. From like a 115, I don't know, to like a 90. I don't know. I'm all messed up. So it ain't you, Haskell. Thank you, Haskell, for that. Appreciate that. Anyway, that being said, I thought SmackDown was a 4 out of 10 or something. Didn't really care that much for it. The best things to me was Ali and Andrade in their match and the 24/7 championship. Those are the 2 things I somewhat enjoyed tonight, but didn't really care that much about it. We talked about the 24/7 championship earlier. I told you about what I thought about it, some ideas, what we saw tonight, how they got to try to make it still like funny, but get this, making only jobbers chase it is going to make it into a pigeonholed title, which it already might have been, but they should have done something else. And that's just how I felt about that. I'll open the phone lines, because I didn't really take any calls except for that 1 or 2 earlier. And Jake isn't here because he's sick. He's coughing up some blood, so he's really sick. Dude, he sent me the photos. Looks like somebody had their period in his mouth. It's awful. 339-226-6610. The phone lines are open before I switch over to something else. Chris Cabacco, commentating is a lost art. I like Ronaldo. I like Ronaldo too. I've been commentating for ever, and I just always wanted to do it. That's all I want to do, man.
Super chat. Super chat.
Commentating is a lost art. I like Mauro Ranallo.
I've only known about Mauro Ranallo for about 5 years, like maybe about a year before WWE signed Mauro Ranallo. We were all talking about Mauro Ranallo when we heard him, and then they signed him. Weird enough, but yeah, I mean, it just is. I am literally depressed that I don't do more commentary anymore. I only do like once in a while now. and I can feel it, man. There's nothing like commentating live at the event and then being able to watch it later and feel like what the wrestlers are doing and what the story is and trying to put that over or whatever. I don't know, it's a lot of fun. 910, what up?
Yo, what's up?
What's up, man?
Dude, is it me or is it like people not into the Kofi Kingston shit anymore?
Oh, they haven't been since the day after Mania, basically. I feel like it's just he's kind of not very good on the mic and stuff.
Yeah, dude. Every time he talks, he's like, "You can mess with my friend." Like he just sounds so fake.
Yeah, he doesn't. Instead of being, he's like Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is like that too to me, to be honest. I mean, I think Kofi's worse, but Rollins is like that too, where he's like, "Hey, man, if you want a shot at my Universal Championship," it's like Seth should be a heel. When he was a heel, he sounded way more believable. I don't know, he just sounds goofy as a face, and Kofi does too. So I agree with you. I assume that's all you had to say, but I agree with you. 817, what up?
What's up, Joe?
What's up, man? What was that?
How was SmackDown tonight? I didn't watch.
And we'll see you later. Do not call and say, how was SmackDown tonight? Because I've already reviewed it for the last hour. You can rewind the video and see what I've been saying. SmackDown was was a 4 out of 10 for me. And I literally just told you that the only thing I liked was Andrade and Ali. Their match was all right, but short. And the 24/7 stuff I thought was kind of funny. Anybody else has anything to say or ask? I'm here. I'm sitting right here. I'm ready to go. And I'm ready to launch one into your daddy. And I'm not taking 817, your call again. I'm sorry. I love you, man. And I appreciate the call. But I just can't do that again. I can't tell. I need you to call and ask me what you think about stuff or tell me what you think about something. I'm going to play some Diablo in a minute. I know that. And maybe some NHL. And I might even grab a beer and get really messed up and act weird. Who wants to see that? Look at this. Devious Dave Rose is calling. There's a person who has a brain. What's up, Rose?
Yeah, I'm trying to throw you a lifesaver here, man. You're dying. You're fucking dying.
I was about to play games, but, I just... Anyway, you haven't been on in a while to talk wrestling, so what do you think about it?
I actually wanted to talk about how I thought it was a little bit funny that when Foley got the title on the stage, it started to reveal itself. He didn't really pay attention to that. You started to see a green color to it. You made a great point on Twitter recently that, they all look the same, and then they introduce something different. It looks like shit. You make a good point, is you can't please the audience all the time. And when I first saw the just the color and the plates, I didn't see the full title. I thought to myself, that's the original WWF title. That's the one that the Sheik won.
Yeah, it's very close.
And when it was finally pulled out, I knew that there was a resemblance to the Saudi title.
They don't actually know where that belt is either, right?
Actually, rumor has it that as soon as Hogan won it, he went to the outside of the stage and he threw it out into a trash can. So, you never know where it might be. But I noticed a lot of people commenting that it might look like the Saudi title, which is sort of true. But I do like the throwback to the there's a lot of different names on the internet for it, but like the old green title.
Yeah, it looks a lot like this belt right here.
I'm not a big fan about the plates that have been used and the look. If you look at the side plates, they're blank. I mean, it is a little bit primitive, but
well, they may actually
great point.
They can't really put anything on there, right? But yeah, they should have put
currently. But I mean, they could have done something.
Yeah.
The good thing though is that you made a good point, and I mean either. And I really have to say this, either you are a fucking time traveler or WWE is listening to you. Because the fact is, you said exactly this. I love, by the way, that you brought up the graphic of the old title, because it, to me, that's a beautiful title.
Yeah.
There was so much more prestige. You mentioned this about the monetize this title, is that you wanted it to look prestigious. I can't really necessarily say that this is the case with this title, but it could evolve. It's different. I'm not one of these people that are like, oh, it looks like crap. It's like, it's a different opportunity. And you, again, like I said, you're a time traveler or WWE's listening to you, because this is a great idea. We can't go to the hardcore, unfortunately, yet, but with AEW pushing the limit, their event's going to be 14A, and Vince McMahon trying to make the last hour of Raw more grittier. We may see an evolution from this title back to more of a hardcore title, but we have to give it time. Unfortunately, we know how crazy Vince is, and we know how slow progress can actually be in WWE. So, I mean, to me personally, I like this. I like the idea that, like you mentioned, like you originated, this could be featured on YouTube, on Facebook, on anywhere. Like, it could be in a hotel room, it could be in an airport, it could be in a bathroom. But the fact that they're trying to expand this and capture a new audience, I think is quite commendable. I mean, okay, think of it this way. The title is the last season of Game of Thrones.
Right.
Maybe it wasn't executed well, but I think the ultimate outcome has a lot of potential.
Yeah, it's like I'd probably compare it more to like Star Wars Episode 7. It was like, oh, like they kind of are retelling the story, but let's see what happens next. But are we going to get, what's going to happen next? Is it going to be good, or are we going to get The Last Jedi,
Well, first and foremost, I think I love R-Truth. I love Ron Killings.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy, I think, is just so talented, not only physically, and considering the guy's he's like 50-something now.
I think he's like 46, but...
No, I think he's in his 50s, dude.
He is old. He is older than you think he is.
He's not old. He's just more aged. Because this guy, first of all, is physically...
He's 47. I was close. And you're close.
He's quite physical. He's quite capable.
Yeah.
But he's also hilarious, and he knows how to do a story. And the fact that he's been doing these Twitter feeds and stuff where he's calling the title the European title... I love it. I mean, it does so well for storytelling. And yes, you made a great point the other day that the casuals are sort of causing a bottleneck. I'm using that word in regards to the flow of entertainment. But the problem is, though, it's Vince that's really causing that. So how can you blame the casuals for not really fully investing in themselves when they're not being given anything to convince themselves to do so?
Yeah, and that I agree. And I think that this belt, everyone wanted to get mad about how ugly it is, and I'm
happy. I
like it.
I like this. I think there's a lot of potential, and you know what? I look forward to it. This is the first time, actually, in a long time that, I'm looking forward to some sort of outcome. But maybe that's going to be short-lived, because that's happened to me before.
I might have gone like red and blue halfway, but either way, or a white strap. But either way, I like it. It's better than another fucking W in the middle of a belt.
There's too many white straps, and the white straps they use that for the women specifically, I guess, for some
and the IC belt. You're right. So that I knew that you're right. Did mention that the other day. That's why they can't do it.
Yellow would have been kind of cool.
Yeah.
Even a neon green and stuff would have been kind of cool.
Yeah.
But you know what? I like the idea that all these different aspects of WWE can compete against it. Even the UK. NXT UK can compete against it. I like the idea of this thing like being like halfway across the world.
Yeah.
And it's available.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of potential here, and a lot of cross promotion.
Yeah, they can do a lot of hilarious things. Like when WWE goes on tour in Australia, like somebody could win it, and they can have videos. They could just do so much because of social media and what this thing has.
No, but you know what I want to see? I want to see maybe like Tamina like win this title, like just out of the blue, just like steal it off some guy. Like think of the fucking outrage. I mean, there's so much potential for this thing to be an ongoing a gimmick and an entertainment factor. And it could be something like you were saying this, dude. You're the fucking visionary and the prophet. This could be on a fucking talk show. Some like R-Truth is fucking doing an interview. Some guy comes out of the blue with a referee, pins him right there on fucking, Jimmy Kimmel, and he wins the title. And think of the fucking attention that it brings.
And it'd be funny too. Is like it'd just be funny on TV. And Jimmy Kimmel doesn't give a shit. He's like, "What the hell's going on?" He's like, "So you just won that thing? What the hell?" I guess so.
Funny. Do you remember Macho Man going on to the Arsenio Hall show?
Yeah.
That was. I mean, it was perfect. That's the type of promotion that you need to try to get like new viewers to invest.
Yeah, and I mean, some people might look at it that it's stupid, but like it's funny. But
Hold
it's
on,
also
shout out to M17 in the chat there who says Dave sounds like a virgin. Yeah, because passion for something that I grew up with, and considering I'm probably at least 10 years older than you, I think it's hilarious. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Yeah, he's a virgin until he takes JD's girlfriend again. Okay, shut the fuck up. Dave has had many delicacies of pussy. Like I don't fucking that.
Again, I'm just calling in really just to show my passion. It's taken a while. I've been really bored and really disgusted with the WWE product.
Yep.
I'm actually quite surprised that this fucking somewhat ugly looking title has created an interest in me again in watching this product. So no matter what that says about my mental state, but there's something there at least,
Yeah, that's the thing is there's something there going on. Just like Bray Wyatt, there's something happening, okay?
That's another thing altogether. I am so blown away at how intelligent this guy is. I mean, and I'm glad that WWE at least is giving this guy the opportunity to get these sort of promos out. They fucked him over in the past, I agree. But we know that his father was one of the greatest storytellers ever. I.R. Shyster, right?
Was he really?
I think so. I think he did a good job with the ability to tell a tale with his character. And I think Bray Wyatt takes it to a next level. Granted, we haven't seen... I really think they drop the ball a ton of times with the guy. But they really are sort of giving this guy a really big opportunity with, like, you saw the feedback that this guy's getting, that he's scaring kids and stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And he doesn't give a shit. I think that's perfect. Well, and WWE really is giving him sort of a free rein to let this particular iteration of the character move forward. Yeah, granted, this is like, what, the 5th iteration of Bray Wyatt? But what does that say about Bray Wyatt as well? How adaptable he is. How capable he is as a storyteller to try to convey these things. And this latest iteration, it's fucking freaky. Not only you can see in the Mr. Rogers type videos that he's like holding back, but then you get these flashbacks and stuff, and it really conveys a horrific message. And I think that's just it's what we need right now in WWE. We need an Undertaker, a character that actually will walk out and scare the shit out of children.
Well, the good thing about it is, like, when he says, like, I don't care, and I think I agree. You got to be like Bill Murray and Scrooge, like when that lady dies, and he's like, this lady died watching the commercial. Yes, you can't buy that type of publicity. Like, that's what you got to be like. With this stupid lady, like, oh, my son was scared. Well, then watch your son, you idiot. You know, it's like the lady on the message board. Oh, you offended somebody in the message board, I guess, because of their family member or something.
Let him watch.
You said retard or whatever. Like, yeah,
let the kid watch.
Let him watch.
But I've got to say, those two aspects, the 24/7 title and Bray Wyatt's new iteration, have actually gotten me, excited for watching WWE again. I mean, I decided to totally boycott Money in the Bank. I've been watching sporadically, and again, especially with AEW coming out now, and obviously you doing with your Extreme Wrestling podcast, cheap plug.
Elite Wrestling Podcast. It's now Elite Wrestling Podcast.
Elite Wrestling.
It was Extreme though. I changed it, so it's kind of funny.
But I'm really looking forward to that. And personally, I love the fact that the pay-per-view is going to be on a Saturday night. To me, it just works so much better for my schedule.
Yeah. But, I mean, if you ever want to come on for that, let me know, because I
most definitely. But that's the thing, though. There's the fact that Vince is now being pushed again with a new competition. I really, really hope that we're going to see what we saw in the late 90s, where he might be pushed to start to make the product better.
See,
you started talking about this, making the last hour grittier for Raw, trying to, allow more, I don't know, more confidence in the talent and stuff. Like, there's potential, but.
Well, one of the things that I was going to say is, unfortunately, the bad side of this is I don't think, that they're really going to change too much, only because, like I said, Vince, even back in the day when they were losing and things were getting weird and they were losing in the ratings to WCW, Vince still wasn't changing. And it was still people like Talent and all these people telling him to change and we got to do something. And, he still wasn't changing. He wasn't budging. And again, this goes back to Bruce Pritchard and Jim Cornette's, commentary or testimony, that it wasn't until literally they started taking the water coolers out of the office that Vince finally started going with this.
No, but we got to remember, that was a different age.
I know.
Now we have the internet just spreading fire, and something that happens with AEW one day will definitely affect how they produce Raw a few days later. It's a guarantee.
I'd like to think that. I hope so. I'm just worried that financially they're never going to be. It feels like it just feels like they're never going to be in that situation that they were in 96, 97.
Okay, consider this, for example. Obviously, WWE is a public company, and they obviously want to ensure that investors continue to put money into the stock. Now, if we see a lot of success with AEW, obviously being backed by a private corporation, which always has the ability to go public if it chooses to do so, that may provide enough pressure on to not only the WWE consortium, but to the shareholders who are going to look to AEW and say, look at this great product. Look at all that they're accomplishing with a lot less than you have available. As a stockholder, I demand that you do better, or I'm taking my money elsewhere. And not only is it the audience now that's putting pressure on Vince, but it's the stockholders as well that we did not see back in the Monday Night Wars.
But see, I see the stocks
may force him to actually allow more creative ability to his talent.
See, I see the stocks going up and down more when the WWE innovates.
What would be smart is that all the stockholders basically vote to remove him as CEO. That, if I was a stockholder, especially majority stockholder, that's what I would do. Basically remove him as CEO, maybe install Triple H or something, but Vince has to go. Plain and simple. You want WWE to survive? You want it to actually be successful? Vince must go.
Yeah, and he did it. He's done this to himself. It feels, like he set this whole public up. I don't know why they ever did go public. I don't get it. But, with AEW, again, they're going to be a little bit like how WCW was. I don't know if I'm assuming their product is going to be allowed to be TV-14.
But they have the money backing it up. They have a lot of support.
Need more than that, though. But yeah, you do need more than that, but I agree. They do have that.
They have the capital. That's the thing, though. Remember, Ted Turner.
And yeah,
he didn't have the smarts necessary, but he had the money,
right.
And he was able to keep pumping money into something that may not necessarily have been efficient, but it got the name out, and it got the brand out, and it got the recognition necessarily to bring the attention that would allow for cross promotion, throughout media, which is what we saw, in the late 90s with the explosion of WCW and NWO.
And imagine this. Imagine if the AEW does stuff on pay-per-view that's so exciting that you are watching those week-to-week shows for what's going to happen next, and then you're invested in, I got to order that pay-per-view. And it's kind of like they're able to kind of get back to a little bit of the old style of where wrestling used to be. It'd be kind of crazy to think that that's happening in 2019.
Shout out to Holy Moly Donut Shop, who says, dude talks nonstop trying to convince himself he's a genius. I love those comments. Those are the greatest.
Well, Dave is a genius. Have you seen his cock? Sorry. But no, I appreciate it, Dave. I'm going to probably just play games now. But, yeah, man. I
just wanted to add my input on
No, I'm
what
glad
I
you
saw,
called.
and,
It was great. It was
I
good.
appreciate that you taking my call. But I think there's a lot more potential to this. Like, we have to draw a line and basically say that WWE is trying to offer us something. It might fall flat on its face, but maybe this is something that could be different.
Yeah.
Can we give it an opportunity at least rather than just immediately ridicule it?
I think
I know that the experience that we've had so far has been lackluster, but who knows? Maybe there's something different here.
Yeah, I think it might be. And with WCW, somebody said it just be just like WCW, can go bad. But the difference is that's not true, because WCW went bad because at one point Ted Turner was backing this with all his money and all his might, and he was the one in charge of the station. So Ted, think about this. Here's the difference. Somebody obviously doesn't know what the difference is. Here's the difference. Ted Turner owned the TV station and was the funder of WCW. That's when it did well. When it started to do bad was when Ted Turner was taken over and kicked out of his own company.
Yep.
So when it was taken over by people who had no idea about it, didn't care, that's when it went to shit, because they were like, why are we paying for this? And then things went out the window. That's exactly what happened. So you had somebody take over with the money of the company that didn't care about wrestling, and then on top of that, they decided to make a decision to not even have wrestling. Whereas with AEW, if TNT ever said, hey, listen, we don't want wrestling anymore, well, Tony Khan and AEW can take their business somewhere else. And so they still are running the company with passion. But you
these
have
guys
both
are smart
on
enough
board.
to realize how easy it is for them to set up with a exclusive streaming service to air these sorts of events. They know that the demand is out there. All they have to do is establish the connectivity to that event, whether it be through a download, whether it be through a live streaming service. And obviously TNT wants a piece of that. And obviously other streaming services want a piece of that, and TV companies. So they'd be insane to ignore this opportunity.
Put it this way, I feel like TV stations, and people are like, why in the world would any TV station want wrestling? And here's why I think they do. It's because it's kind of a layup. If you put a show on, if you put a small sports show on, or you put a fighting show on or whatever, a lot of times, sometimes, they'll draw between 300 and 500,000, right? Maybe 500,000 to 300,000. Some of them less. And the unpredictability about a series or a different type of show. So with wrestling, you're pretty much looking at the market, and they're doing all their little analytics and their numbers, and they're running everything, and they're saying, we're going to do no less than we would expect no less than a couple 100,000, and you just know you're going to get that. You're going to get it. Like Fox knows they're basically in their mind they feel guaranteed. I bet that they're going to get about 2 million viewers at least, like guaranteed. We're going to have 2 million viewers, guaranteed. This is going to be great. That's how they feel about WWE. If they put something else out, it would do 1.5 or below or whatever. So this is a guaranteed
also taking
layout.
in consideration the pirating that's going to be going on.
Right. Well, also they don't have to produce. They're not using their own production team really to do anything. WWE produces the whole thing themselves.
Yep.
So they don't have to do any. That's no cost to them to do that. That's part of the payment probably that they pay WWE, but that's a whole different thing. AEW is the same way. AEW obviously is more of a risk, but also TNT looks at this kind of like getting new viewers on their channel.
Exactly. That's a big thing that a lot of people don't consider is the fact that when a TV station takes on a product, it's not necessarily that they're hoping to keep that product alive, is that they've got eyes now on their channel and all the different shows that are on their channel.
Yeah. They feel that they're going to bring in, 300,000 to who knows what, 1 million new viewers on their network, on their channel. Now they can push, guess what's up after AEW on TNT? And they can bring that demographic back. It's the same reason.
And it's also a smart move because they recognize there's a demographic that's sick of the WWE that was always part of the TNT sort of family network that was, I guess, Southern or just didn't like the typical East Coast type wrestling. And they've been waiting for this sort of thing for a while.
Yeah, and it could go. It is more of a risk. TNT, AEW is more of a risk, but again, I think that unfortunately for Fox, I think they're going to realize, hey, this isn't doing as well as we thought it was going to do.
Scott N says AEW in caps is not WCW. That's correct. They are not. They have actual competent people behind them that are actually fans of the product that are looking to produce a good show. And you recently tweeted this, Joe, Jericho's new final move, the Judas effect.
Yeah.
That's genius.
That elbow.
Oh my God. And I think that it's really going to go well with his character that he's going to be trying to portray, because he even said so in interviews that he wants to do it different. He's Chris Jericho that's been on all these other promotions, but in AEW, he wants to be unique. And that alone from these interviews tells me that he wants to give a good show to this product. And I mean, clearly we can expect a good demonstration from him. So
kind of took it's kind of working along the lines as JT Dunn's Death by Elbow. It's kind of like that, except for it's a little different. It's a back spinning elbow. But yeah, and also he's probably thinking about his age too. Hey man, if Jericho is 70 and ever wants to get in the ring, hey, it's not that hard to turn around and elbow someone in the head for the win, as opposed to, having to, do the code breaker on somebody or something. So, but it really isn't even about that. I think it's just about the fact that, like you said, Jericho wants an identity with this company, and he also just reinvents himself. It seems like
exactly
every 5 years he does, but every 10 years, especially, Jericho has this fucking thing where he's like, I gotta
look
reinvent
how efficient and how effective he is in reinventing himself. He has this great ability to feed off the crowd, to see what is desired, and then to put it out. Look what he did in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Like, he puts himself out there.
Yeah.
He changes himself just slightly. He gives himself eyeliner.
Yep.
And a different attitude, and it just blows the crowd up. I mean, he really is a visionary when it comes to understanding the audience.
He's so great. No, Jericho is so great with stuff. I think he gets a lot. He probably gets feedback all the time from and ideas from all kinds of things, but he's just always working. He's always thinking. He's always like, all right, we're making, this music, this lyric, this song. Who am I going to have on my podcast for this? I'm going to do this. Here's this storyline, that storyline. Now he's doing all this stuff with himself. It's just this guy. I don't know how this guy, he's living like the dream of some kind. He's drinking all the time. He's partying. He's come up with this cruise thing that was successful the last time around. He's so successful, he's doing it again. So
and hats off to Billy Gunn.
Yeah.
Because this guy, you can't like wipe the smile off this guy's face. And he's been through so much. He's, obviously sober but like I've seen all these interviews of him going into AEW, and he just seems so gracious, not racist, like Tommy would say.
Gracious, yeah.
Gracious. And he just seems very happy for the opportunity and stuff. And he knows that obviously Vince might not be happy with what he's doing, but he doesn't care. He just enjoys that he's part of this, part of something that he can help build.
Well, who cares? He probably thinks, who cares what Vince thinks? They fired me.
No, but what that tells me is that there's people involved in AEW that want to see it, not only just want to see it succeed, but they're invested personally as somebody who's been in the wrestling industry, that they want to build something. They want to help those that are part of it. And to me, that's so commendable, because you see, older generations trying to pass it on to the newer ones, but also to try to build a strong and safe environment. I mean, I believe he was talking about unionization. I mean, it's been talked about for a while, but it's a taboo topic in wrestling because these big companies don't want to sort of protect their workers. And I can't remember the guy, Khan, the guy who's running the corporation. It's one of the Khan kids. He basically said we're actually thinking of going in that direction. We understand that we can't allow our workers to risk their lives and to sacrifice themselves physically without awarding them, for that cost. And he mentioned unionization, he mentioned other compensations and stuff, but I think that's a big indicator, and he sort of underhandedly made a point where it was like, well, WWE doesn't do it, but we are going to, because we value our talent. So it was like an underhanded jab, but nonetheless, I think that AEW, from what I've seen, values their talent much more than WWE has been, doing so.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be exciting, especially when AEW launches and when WWE goes to Fox. That's when things, I'm going to wonder if they're going to get interesting then. And I'm just excited that product will be out to call. I don't exactly know when it's going to come out, but I don't know whether, because I don't know whether it's going to stay Tuesdays and it's going to compete with SmackDown, or if it's going to move to Thursdays, or WWE's going to move to Fridays and stay on Fridays and they're not going to move. It's going to be interesting to see where the networks decide the shows go after a couple weeks.
Well, I kind of find that exciting. Finally, we have something that's giving us, some sort of options out there, some sort of unknowns.
I like the idea of going up against WWE at the same time. I don't care what people think. Like, I know that was always like, no, I don't do that. Just do it on your own night. I know that's the safer way to do things. And I know they should do that at first, but I just always like the idea of them going up against WWE, because then you have to flip back and forth and you start hearing about this other thing that's on at the same time. And so I just think that can be a good move. I don't think it's a good move until you're better. You know what I mean? Until you're like, you're doing better. But
after this weekend, we should know where they're standing.
Maybe. All right, Dave, I will talk to you later, man. Thanks for calling, and I'll talk to you soon. We'll get some shit going.
Sounds good.
Dave's like, fucking sure. You fuck. All right, thanks, Dave.
That's it.
Let me play some donations that were hanging in while we were talking. Thank you guys for being patient. I thought we had a good chat there.
Super chat. Super chat.
Just got home from SD. What a below average show.
I agree, man. Glorious Eugene. I almost came out to see Mr. Beer Gang and Glorious Eugene and all kinds of other people tonight. I could have hung out with you guys tonight.
Cum dripping out of my pussy by 45 black cocks. Just got cream peed. Can you please play my song before you go?
Oh my God, that was nasty. That was downright sickening. It was downright disgusting. And it's inappropriate. But you know what? Blumpkin. Cunt. Pussy juice. You're definitely owed.
Here we go. I'm about to get it, man. Here we go. About to get it, man. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, no.
I read the Ashley Massaro story and it's very heartbreaking and so fucking disturbing.
Yeah.
I hope there's a lawsuit coming for the WWE after what happened.
Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be, I have no idea. It sounds like it's horrible what happened, and if it's true, it's really fucked up. And it's crazy that things like this come out like they do. So, John Wills, thank you, man. I'm going to look into it a little bit more, but, God, it just feels like it's going to go nowhere like most things like this do, because it's, I don't know, maybe something will happen. Unknown caller. What up, Unknown?
Hey, I have a question. Do you think Bailey would be a good female Kurt Angle?
You mean like you want to turn her into a man and like keep her for yourself?
No, like a female version of Kurt Angle.
Oh, no, I don't think she's the same wrestling style at all. But what do you mean, like character-wise?
Just wrestling ability.
No, because she already doesn't have that wrestling ability.
Nothing.
Yeah, she wrestles more like she just wrestles a different style than Angle. It's not the same thing. I want her to be an awesome Bailey. I want her to be a good Bailey. I think she already has her own character. For her to try to be like Kurt Angle would be a waste of everyone's time, I feel like. I don't know. I wouldn't do that. No. That's really weird. You want her to shave her head, too?
Y'all know about it? Y'all know about that Blumpkin cunt pussy?
Here you go, Blumpkin.
Here we go. You got that Blumpkin. You got that Blumpkin pussy juice. That fucking cunt. That fucking juice is on the loose. That pussy screws all of the men. Blumpkin cunt. Pussy juice once it's in my mouth. I'll swallow all your juice. Blumpkin.
New to your channel. Great content. You're awesome.
Pussy juice.
Doshi, thank you.
On the loose, that pussy juice.
Doshi, thank you for the $2, man. Shout out to Canada. Thanks for finding my channel and donating. I don't know if you'll feel the same way after this song, though.
All I want in my mouth.
The Bruins versus the Blues.
On my throat so wet. Blumpkin cunts. Pussy juice. Blumpkin cunt. It's all I want from you. Oh. I smell it from here, I smell it from there. I eat through your underwear. I nibble it up, I gobble it all. I make your pussy and your pennies fall. I want to enthrall your fucking cunt. Your beef of me is on my rug. I fucking lick it up my tongue. Oh cunt, pussy juice. That's all I fucking want from you. Your Blumpkin, your guns, your pussy juice. Oh, your pussy's the size of a goddamn moose. I want it so bad I can taste it from here. I wanna munch it, I'll munch your ear. I will munch every part of you. 'Cause I want that cunt and Blumpkin juice. Pussy juice. That Blumpkin cunt pussy juice. Blumpkin pussy. Lumpkin cunt pussy juice. Lumpkin cunt pussy juice. Nom 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 nom.
What in the fuck? All right, it is time now for me to just play some games and drink. I got the Diablo rolling. They keep me rolling on my mom's bum. And I'm jacking off on Gritty. I'm jacking off on Gritty. What up, chat? What did you guys think of SmackDown, by the way? What did you guys think in the chat? Leave it out of 10 in the chat and let me know what you thought, because I haven't really seen what everybody's been saying 100% yet. I mean, I know what I think. I think it's a 4 out of 10. And fuck, I just deleted the game by accident. By the way, if you guys want more, please check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. It's the way that I can keep doing this for you guys the way I do it. And, of course, the live donations as well, but or just make sure you sub. Spread the word, spread the love, spread your legs, and let's do it. So I'm going to hang out. I'm going to go on Twitch, and in a minute I am going to end the YouTube stream early on the YouTube end, but I'm going to stay on Twitch. So hopefully everybody gets over twitch.tv/Joe Cronin JCS, and you can find me by just searching, I think, Joe Cronin JCS on Twitch. And we'll be taking some requests and hanging out. And see how long we hang out for. I don't know exactly how long that will be, but could be 20 minutes. It could be 7 hours. You never know with these things. So I'm looking forward to this. Let me just shrink my ass down. Put me over there. There we go. Stick me in a corner. Did I get my wings? I never got my cosmic wings, Melissa. No, I didn't. I never did. Dark Colony. That sounds like a good idea, Dave. Let me see. Let me get the Twitch stream going. Every time I got to validate it. Every single time. I'm clearly a glitch. Hey, Official Dots, if you're still listening, man, I'm sorry I missed your call. I just see you called a bunch of times. We beat St. Louis, man. We beat up St. Louis in all championship games here in Boston. So the Rams twice. I know they're not in St. Louis anymore, but we got them. The St. Louis Cardinals, the Bruins and St. Louis Blues in the 70s. I mean, dude, I don't know what it is, but we crushed the shit out of St. Louis teams. So I'm hoping that that's a good omen. Or will St. Louis break the streak? Where's my damn token? You bastard. Oh shit. Damn it. Oh god damn it. I blew it. Oh my god. Blues in 6. You know what's weird is every time someone plays the Bruins in the playoffs, that person, a fan of that team, messages me and like, we're going to kill you. Get ready to be killed. Like all the Toronto fans were like, get ready to die and stuff like that. It was crazy. Andale Peasy, what up, man? EWP is coming tomorrow. The first episode of Elite Wrestling Podcast coming tomorrow. What up, Chris? What up, Mike? What's up to the Twitch stream? We are just now going live on Twitch, so you guys should see the alert for Twitch any second. Thank you to Chris Cabaco for subscribing on Twitch as well. I think it just popped up.
Pour me a beer. You've got a new subscriber.
Jack Mehoff just subscribed to the channel. What up, Jack? Mehoff, Jack. God, I love that movie. I love your wife. There he is. There's Kabako. Thank you for subscribing to me on Twitch, man. I really appreciate that, buddy. By the way, if you have Amazon Prime, anybody out there, you have to renew it every month. Manually renew it. You have to manually renew it. It doesn't auto-renew. So even though you're giving me a couple bucks and it doesn't cost you anything, you have to manually renew it still. And if you have Amazon Prime and you're one of the 600 people out there, if everybody that had Amazon Prime, let's say 200 of you have Amazon Prime, if you guys all went over to Twitch right now and you gave me your Amazon Prime subscription, you just subscribe to me using your Amazon Prime, and it's free for you to do that. Free. I get $2, and it's free for you to do it. So if you're somebody out there that's like, I'm never giving this cocksucker a donation, I'm never going to become a patron and listen to all the bonus shit on Patreon that you can't hear on YouTube. I don't want all that bonus shit. But I feel bad for him, you know, but I'm not giving him my money at all. I don't even care if he gets off YouTube and he dies. But you'd be like, well, shit, I guess I could just go do that because then it gives me $2 and it doesn't cost you anything. So if you really want to, feel free to do that. And 40 of you have. So we have 40 subs now on Twitch, which is pretty cool. That's usually the average that I'm at. I think one point we hit 50 at one point, which is pretty cool. But it's $2 for me, and it doesn't cost you anything. And a big shout out to all the people out there that did it, even though they don't have Prime. They're just $4.99 a month. Shit. Donnie M jumping on board. Kabako is 2 months in a row, too. Thank you, Chris, for the 2 months in a row. And Donnie M316 has been around a while. In fact, I think he's been longer than 5 months, but I think he had a month or two off. But at least 5 months in a row for Donnie. Thank you, Donnie. You want me to the demon dog? I do need a new pet, man. I was thinking of getting a new pet. Everything's going well. I've just been farming goblins. I'm looking for rainbow goblins mostly, but I'm also gonna play. I might play season this year. I don't know. I don't really care about lawn. I just don't care that much about lawn. I'm interested. I like all the new Death's Breath drops though. I like how we get more Death's Breath. I can farm that a little bit better. So I appreciate that. I think I want to make my speed farming demon hunter a little bit more efficient. He dies a little bit too easy now because of the increase in level. It takes a little bit longer to kill people. So I don't like that. I want to make it a little more efficient. I could drop the level back to T13 and just do it that way, but I think I'm going to level up some gems and get that extra bonus. You know? We'll see what happens. We'll see if I get a rainbow goblin tonight. I'm in non-seasonal right now. Oh, I hear a goblin. There he is. Dropped a bunch of Death's Breath. 0 for 1. Yeah, it's been taking me an average of 40 minutes usually. Oh, no, 40 goblins. It's about an average of 30 to 40 goblins to find a rainbow. That's what I've noticed. So there's number 1. The other day I found one after 5, though. So it's all random. But then the other day it was 60 goblins, and then I found one. So, yeah, I would say about 30 or 40 goblins, and you're probably going to find a rainbow goblin. I'm looking for my cosmic wings still. But I'm also going to level some gems tonight, too, in Greater Rifts, if I decide to do that. Yeah, my speed's up. Movement speed's maxed out, yeah. It's maxed the right way. And critical hit is lower than I wanted. And the only other thing is what is it? Shit. Cooldown reduction is not quite as high as we want it, but it's pretty close. We're pretty close to having maximum, vengeance or whatever. So there's a few little things that I'd like to fix with all the builds. Let's see if we get another goblin. I mean, since I'm looking for goblins, I should probably lower it from Torment 16 to 13 again, because it doesn't even matter. I just like the idea of farming Death's Breath at the same time, but I'm a little bit slower than usual, so that may not be efficient, but I'm just going to play a little bit and see how it goes and see how I feel like about it. Because I also don't mind taking a little bit longer. But yeah, there's going to be no goblin here. What is I going to do? Let's beast, brah! Lars Sullivan versus Walter next Mania. Joe, what the hell's up with the Red Sox pitching? Yeah, dude, they tanked right from the beginning tonight. Gave up multiple home runs.
Shit bomb!
Right at the beginning.
Please, Joe, I am a faggot and you know it. I need to eat, Joe. I am not only a faggot, but a fat ass, and I need to eat now, Joe. I need to eat, like Tommy. I need to eat, really bad, Joe.
Oh my god. What the fuck? JDKY jelly, is that what it says? Oh my god. That's awesome. Man, people just won't leave that dude alone. People will never leave him alone. I mean, I would have left him alone if he didn't say I didn't make my car payments and that I wasn't going to get a house. Ever. He'll never get a house. He'll never get 100K subs. The 100K subs thing may never happen, I'll tell you that. It's been slow motion. Took him a while, though. I remember when he got stuck at 70 for a while. I'm stuck at 60 right now. Or 65, whatever I'm at. Oh, I hear a goblin. There he is. Oh, nice. A gelatinous. Motherfucking gelatinous, everybody. Make some noise for the gelatinous goblins. That's awesome. Look at all that Death's Breath. That was sick. Hey, it wasn't a rainbow, but I'll take a gelatinous any day. That's sick. What's up, chat? Yeah, the review is over. Now I'm just hanging out with you guys if you'd like. You know? Just hanging out. JD from KY Jelly, thank you for the $5, man. Dude, I remember the night we were sleeping in Florida and I almost went into JD's bed and took a picture of him with like a hot dog in his mouth or something. Oh man, I wish I did that now. Looking back on it. Alrighty. How's the Twitch doing? Yo, Elias, what up, Elias? What's up, Drew Barr and Denise and FP Wrestling? How are you? How are you guys doing? I would love to go to BlizzCon. That'd be a lot of fun. If it wasn't for like... I just can't get over last year. I could never go back to that place. Diablo 4! Diablo 4! Oh. A mobile game. I want to be shot right now. But you know, if they had just released Diablo 4 trailer and then said at the same time, been like, listen, Diablo 4 is coming, like Diablo 4, awesome, blah, blah, blah. And then they had said, but guess what? While you wait for Diablo 4, and you play, of course, you can keep playing Diablo 3, which we have some things coming for that as well. But we also have this, Diablo Immortal, a brand new developed game, and it is ready now for your mobile device. Like, you would have been like, cool, all right, I'll take a mobile game while I wait for the Diablo 4. Okay. I won't play it a lot, probably, but that's cool. That's something. You know, maybe Diablo 3 add-on of some kind would be nice, but all right. You know, but the fact that they were just like, oh yeah, the big announcement, it's a mobile game. It was like, that was so ridiculous. You know, it's funny because a guy that I like, Lord Fluffy, was the guy who asked the question. He was like, is this some kind of joke or whatever? And it was just funny that he was the guy. He was one of the two. There was two guys who asked questions that were hilarious. And he was one of the guys. And I thought it was so funny that it was him. I was like, oh, yeah, please ask something crazy. I'm like freaking out. Like, just please yell at them or something. And he did the best thing you could do but yell at somebody. Because, you know, and I felt bad for those guys up there in a way. But at the same time, it's like, come on, you know what you're doing. People bought tickets to that thing expecting Diablo 4. And instead they got that. I mean, you know, that was really funny. I mean, like, it was really depressing and yet really funny. And why did my phone just make all kinds of weird fucking noises but not do anything? What the hell? I don't know if anybody had an update on their Samsungs, but now the phone makes this weird-ass noise all the time. That's the hackers, bruh. That's the hackers. Real Bad Omen. What up, Real Bad Omen? Not much. Been an interesting week. I got fired from my old job and now my own boss with business consult. Oh, you're your own boss. That's cool, man. That's sick. Wow. So it's everybody's phone. It's everybody's phone. Bad Omen. What up, dude? And now you're like me, being your own boss. Too sweet to the legend, Joe fucking Cronin. Cheers. Cold Army. What's up, Cold Army? 2 months in a row. 2 months in a row. Debe. Cold Army, thank you for subbing to me on Twitch, man. What's been up, dude? Always a beast. I'm going to put some music on in a few minutes, but I just don't want to do that until we get off YouTube, because YouTube will shit can this video.
Shit bomb.
Shit.
I am Clowning Man. You guys do a great job and we appreciate it. Keep doing what you do.
Well, I love you, man. You guys, what up, JD? Oh, thanks, man. Well, you weren't even making fun of me, were you, really? Fuck it, I'll take him I'll take JD in his ass. He's kind of a psycho, but so am I, you know? He's a psycho in a different way, you know? He's a psycho. Oh, Goblin! He's a psycho in a way that I believe he takes himself way too serious and he looks down on people. I believe that. He does. And I'm a psycho in a way that I make poor decisions sometimes and act like a maniac, annoying idiot. I don't know. Jarrell! What's up, Jarrell? Shit. Let me know when you want to go back to Krypton with me. I want to get out of here. Fuck this planet. Now, what's up, Jarrell? I'm just kidding. Thank you for subscribing, man, to me on Twitch. Thank you, dude. Shit, that's badass. I'm fired up now. How many subs we got on Twitch right now? 31 subs. 31 of 50 sub points. I don't know what that means, but we have 31 subs. Shit, we were at 40 last month, so we really gotta get... How the fuck are we gonna get 9 more people to sub? Shit. The party's on, though, I guess. Yeah, we were gonna play PUBG tonight, but, you know, Jake has coughing up blood, so... And I never ended up reaching out to the other guys. But I really did want to play PUBG, so hopefully we will... Fuck, I died. Are you kidding me? Holy shit, I died. You know what I'd like to do is like just mess around when people randomly come in here who are Diablo fans and they're watching, and then just have me, when I die, just be like, oh my god, no, my hardcore. And like they're like, oh my god, I just watched this guy die in hardcore. And it's like, no. I mean, they would probably realize pretty quick I wasn't in hardcore, but you know, if they came in right at that moment, you never know. Something very pleasurable about watching that live. You know what I might do? I might just watch people playing hardcore on Twitch, and when they die, like make a compilation of people dying in hardcore mode and their reactions, and then call it like it's a sporting event. That would be hilarious. Especially the guys who are like, you know, like fucking 50 hours or 50 days into a hardcore character and they get like disconnected. That's the worst. I had an experience like that actually, and that's why I never played hardcore ever again. I was like, nope. Not wasting my life.
We've got a new
that.
Twitch follower.
Oh shit.
Hell yeah, take my pants off.
Oh my god. Malv Payne 59, what's up? Thank you for following me on Twitch, man. I appreciate the follow. I'm just looking for rainbow goblins right now because I'm bored.
We've got a new Twitch follower. Hell yeah, take my pants off.
Ketracell, what up, man? Ketracell. You beast, Ketracell. Good to hear from you over here on Twitch now. It's free to follow. Oh, we got a goblin. Where's he going to be? Who's he going to be? I guess he's over on the other side, huh? Ah, man. Anybody keeping track? I think that's goblin number 4 or 5. It's goblin 4 or 5 for sure. So we got about 36 more to go before I would expect to see a rainbow. I'm going to say that that's 5. I don't know if that's true, but let's just say that's 5. Keep track of it. Just for the fun of the stats. Okay, there won't be another goblin in here, so let's get out of here. Can't vault through people. Oh, here a goblin. Oh, this is a regular. Ah, man. We got a goblin, but drop the legend. All right. What's up, chat? I need a drink, man. I haven't had a drink in a while. I just haven't wanted to take a break yet. I'll take a break in a second, just a quick break, and go grab a drink. See, I was basically, I didn't want to take a break because I was thinking about, I'll just get off when I get out of here. I'll get off. Come on, man, open up. I'm looking for Leoric's asshole. Gelatinous! Hell yeah! Glad we came to Leoric's Manor now. God damn it, we got a gelatinous again? This is sick. Wow, look at that shit. Fill up that screen, baby. That's 2 gelatinous. Wow, look at all that death breath, man. Okay, I would say that's goblin number 6, and 2 of those were gelatinous, so 2 gelats. That was cool. What's up, guys? Anybody going to check out Brightburn? What's that? Emote slot to unlock. Are any emotes working for you guys? Because they reject mine every time I submit them on Twitch. Twitch keeps... Superman, thanks for hosting. Joe, thank us Canadians for wrestling Omega, Jericho, Stratus, and more. Yeah, well, Canada's always just had a great crop of wrestlers. I mean, it's just a very... It's always done really well. So there's always been some great Canadian wrestlers, man. Some of the best, no doubt. For that style that comes out of Canada has always been really good that comes out of Canada. Joe, you should do Alex Jones' voice while looking for goblins. There's another one over here. There's goddamn goblins. I've been looking all over for these goblins. Heads view, what's going on, man? There's a pile right there. I thought I heard him. Hold on, man. I thought I heard him.
I don't know. They're always hiding under something. They're like Democrats. They're like liberals. They're hiding. They're all sleazy. They're snarling. They're crawling and they're gargling. You can hear them gargling from far away. They're just like Democrats and liberals. I can hear the goblins. They're just like... a bunch of little goblins. They're more like hyenas, too. Bunch of goddamn hyenas. Little fuckers. Fucking hate them. Sneak up on you when you're not looking. See, I'm a man. I like to square off face to face. Put your hand on your gun. Let's square down, boy.
Hi, Joe. I'm going to Slipknot concert August 11th.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome, man. Red Comet, man. What up, Red Comet? Enjoy Slipknot, bro. I've seen them 3 times in the last... I haven't seen Slipknot since 2004. Last time I saw Slipknot was 2004, and the time before that was 2000, I think. So yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Slipknot. Enjoy that shit, man. That's gonna be cool. I really don't go out. I really don't go out anymore, really, or to shows that much. Sunday Night Gaming will be back this Sunday night, guys. Maybe starting earlier than usual. Start a little bit earlier, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, we'll be back Sunday night. I believe, unless there's a pay-per-view. Because shit, I forget. We got a lot of pay-per-views coming up, so I may be live with other stuff. As long as there's not wrestling, I will be live with gaming, Sunday Night Gaming, but... if there's no wrestling that night, I'll be live with it, probably. But if there is wrestling, then I obviously won't be doing it. I don't think there's going to be any goblins there, because... I haven't got one of those fleeting shrines, or whatever they call them. No, not fleeting shrines, whatever, the goblin shrines. I haven't seen a goblin shrine in a while. I said that one night that I hadn't seen one ever, almost. And then we got 2 of them. And now ever since that night, I haven't gotten any. Apparently they're like insanely rare, like really rare. They're basically like primal weapon rare, it feels like.
Super chat.
This will be my first metal concert.
Wow, shit. Red Comet, well, have fun, man. Shit, how old are you? That's crazy. I love... Alright, well, I'm going to go take a pee and grab a drink. I'll be right back in a minute. So you guys stick around. And while you're sticking around... Yeah, puzzle ring. Oh, it's not an ancient, though. Motherfucker. Why would it be? I've found like 70 puzzle rings. None of them are ancient. Like, I literally have found like 70 in my life. And none of them have ever been ancient. Ridiculous. I saved them all, too. I can't believe it. It's a damn good ring. Oh, boy. I can't believe that. All right. Well, I run to pee myself and grab a drink so I can continue to... Actually, I may grab some beer. Let's do something weird tonight. Let's do something weird tonight. Wow, we really didn't have a lot of subs on the SmackDown review tonight. Also, I put up State of the WWE episode 118 earlier, so if you missed that, I hope you guys go back and check that out. State of the WWE 118. It was up before SmackDown tonight. I think I want to pull something from the Patreon while I go pee-pee myself. And remember this? That, oh my god, that Leah thing was so savagely funny. It was hilarious. Let me throw on some of Corrupted from the other night while I just go grab a drink real quick. I'll be right back.
It's the bird.
The Birdman. What's going on, guys? Happy 100, you sexy bastard.
Oh,
We're getting there.
Oh, here it is.
What
Okay,
the
so
fuck was that?
so me and Leah go outside to have a cigarette, and we closed the door and locked ourselves out of the house.
Me and Ken are talking, and Joe didn't have his phone. He had left it on the table, or it was
We don't know
smashed.
anything. We have no clue.
So yeah, but Leah had taken her phone outside to go smoke. She sent me a DM and goes,
Yeah,
"We're
yeah.
locked out of the house."
Actually, that was me sending it to you because I took her phone outside to use her
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
light or
That's
whatever.
when me and Kim were just talking.
That was great.
Yeah, and I realized all of a sudden I think we realized the back window's broken, so there's like it doesn't hinge the right way. So I should be able to shove it open and then dive in the house.
Yeah.
And it's not like right on the ground. Like there's like it's like 8 feet up in the air, so you kind of got to get on something and jump through the window.
I want to see it. You want to know something crazy too, guys? There he is. Look, there he is. There he is.
So I
Let me see.
I reached across the table and hit the button to turn the camera before I climbed in because I was like, you got to see me coming in the house.
Look at him. He's going through his window. What the fuck is going on, dude? Dude, what the fuck?
Dude, it looks like somebody just gave birth to you.
Kid, look, you can see Leah behind him. Leah was back there.
No.
Is that Leah back there, Joe?
Joe, what'd you just do?
I got locked out of the house, didn't you guys know?
He goes, he's like, I just...
And dude,
Oh my
that
God.
I don't know. Yeah, that was a good one. Anyway,
That was literally all that happened during a pre-show.
that was all pre-show. Yeah, that was crazy.
I can't tell you how many people we probably got to patron up that week after that.
Yeah, that was huge.
Episode 72.
Which one was that?
Oh my God, man. I'll never forget it.
Dude, you just looked like a fucking newborn horse spilling out in the placenta going through that fucking window.
And I looked like a deer. I was all like just surprised, like ooh, what's that?
By the way, that clip we just watched was literally a year ago to the day.
Wow.
Really? Wow.
May 18th.
Holy shit.
Man, that's crazy.
All we need is one more thing to keep the tradition alive.
Yeah.
Joe, let me tell you something. I can relate, dude, because I like to smash shit too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm a fucking, I love just fucking.
Like, come on, what was the most epic fucking system breaking you've ever seen?
Oh,
Come on.
dude, Joe, we're playing. All right, so we're playing NHL. It had to be like 96 or 97. I forget which one it was. And fucking, I forget even what set it off. I don't even know what happened.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking Ken takes the fucking, rips NHL out the fucking Genesis and sidearms it out his fucking window. And it's a snowstorm outside. Sidearms it out the window. Then he fucking, you know, like how in Goodfellas when fucking Billy Batts is getting stomped on by De Niro? He stomps on his fucking Genesis and caves it in. And then he takes that and throws that out the fucking window.
Oh my God.
He's like that guy on the fucking Swingers. Remember that?
Yeah.
Right. When they're playing NHL?
Yep.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Dude, I had an entertainment center one time. I got pissed off at Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. And it had like a big glass door on it. I looked at the glass door and I for 3 seconds, I'm like, should I do it? You know what? I'm going to do it. And I put my fist right through the glass door.
Yeah, that was that was
man. I'm telling you.
What happened on 72 then? What are you talking about? What happened on 72?
I'm trying to remember exactly what number it was. I don't know. It's somewhere in the 70s.
What happened?
Like, it was a good episode from what I remember. It was like one of my favorite episodes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I can't, I've said this before. They all kind of blend together at this point. For me, it's hard to... In fact, I've really realized, like, I wanted to go back and look up some of the stuff, but... I just liked all the original when we used to shit on people. That was the funniest shit. Like, when we shit on...
I mean, one of the ones that gets brought up the most was actually the... at least to my knowledge, the one I've always heard brought up a lot was the Shatner wife bit.
Oh, yeah.
With the pool. That one's a very common one.
I like the Brendan Fraser, the Shatner thing.
The Kathy Griffin one was a classic.
The Rock.
Night we were doing, what's his name? Jesse Ventura.
That was the basketball player, Sean Kemp. Yeah, that was funny.
Lose your lumber.
The when we made fun of Brendan Fraser that The Rock stole his acting career and everything, that was really savagely funny.
Do you remember? Oh my God! Is there any chance somebody can pull the clip because Ken actually called in as Brendan Fraser?
Yeah.
Wait,
and
that
he
night?
was like he was like shitting on us, and I shit on him, and he's like, you know what, you fuck, just shut the fuck up and do the show from your truck, you faggot.
Wait, that night? That same night?
That very same night he called in, yeah.
Oh, I could probably find that. That's funny.
It was good stuff, man.
You know what? Another one was the first one with Filthy. Was the night when JB was off and we got Filthy to fill in, and me and Filthy were talking a lot about Artie Lang and the Karate Kid. And I said that they're going to put fucking Artie Lang in a hospice bed.
Yeah. Oh, my God, yeah.
That whole thing is funny where we're talking about what's going to happen in Karate Kid. Cobra Kai or whatever. Oh, my God, dude.
Yeah, because that was right before it came out.
Yeah, Ken made that bit way funnier, though, because he was laughing so hard at it. It was, like, wicked funny. That was so weird. Like, yeah, I'm like, dude, just put this guy in a hospice bed.
I cannot believe we are at 100, though, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's a classic, and it was literally only like a couple of months ago, was literally the Niga Bands one.
Oh,
that show was fantastic.
Was that the same show? What was the show when Joe went into Scott's fucking feed?
Oh.
And what the fuck was he doing again? Oh, he was staring at the fucking screen like a fucking maniac that he is.
Oh my God. And Joe goes, "Wake up!"
Yeah, no, I hit that button, wake up, and then he looks up.
It was the creepiest shit ever, man. You can't time shit out. Like, that was, because it was funny. We were doing the show, and Scott was listening to the show. So we were doing the show, calling him, listening to the show to where we could hear ourselves.
Wait, what did he say? What word did he say? He fucked up the word, and then we started making a song parody out of it.
Yeah.
What was it again?
Yeah.
Clip it real good.
Clip it good. Yeah. Then we called him with that.
Yeah.
Remember,
my
I called him, I was like,
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed a part of Corrupted 100 if you hadn't heard it. Whatever we were talking about on Corrupted 100. State of the WWE recap. It's dying back to you, Joe. What are you talking about, Bill? Dying back to me? Red Comet, you're 21. Oh, okay. I could see that's why your first metal concert. You can hear Corrupted on Patreon.
Super chat. Super chat.
I'm 21.
Well, then you're legal. Let's go. No, I'm just kidding. You be legal, son. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, Lillian, 86. Lilan, 86. Thank you so much for subbing to me on Twitch. What is going on? Thanks for the love. Now I want to do something wild and just wrong. I want to do something straight up wrong. Straight up wrong, son. Schleppy. I love Schleppy, man. What up to Schleppy? I don't know. I try to go live a couple times a week with gaming shit after the wrestling shows. We did last night. You know? It was weird. Last night my son woke up at like 2 in the morning or 3 in the morning and came down here, the 3-year-old, and I was like, all right, I gotta go. But tonight the kids were up because they slept in the middle of the day. I didn't realize it because I was down here working. I didn't realize it, but Leah fell asleep because she was running around all day because of him being sick. And so she passed out for like 3 hours or something like that. And the kids all fell asleep on her for like 3 hours as well. So they're like pumped up right now. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do about that. Like they took 3-hour naps in the middle of the day. I mean, or 4-hour naps even. I don't know how long they slept. Because I was down here working when I came upstairs. I was like, oh my God, they're all asleep still. That's crazy. So everybody's gonna be it's gonna be a weird night and a weird morning, I'll tell you that. These two don't have school though, so it's not like they have school or anything, but it's just like, ugh. That's gonna be insane. Does anybody else's kids do that? Like, I feel like when I was a kid I didn't do that as much, I feel like, but I don't know. I feel like because of the allergies, we've all been getting tired in the middle of the day, taking naps. Oh, I hear a goblin, and it's just a regular goblin. Regular goblin. I believe that was goblin number. Oh, I'm paragoned up. Look at that. That was goblin number 8, I believe. We had 2 gelatinous. I'm probably gonna keep going until I get to like, I don't know, maybe 20 goblins, maybe something like that. Hope that we find a rainbow in that time. Got to pick up the goddamn pace, tell you that. Ah, damn it, went the same one. I guessed wrong. I've been kind of looking for Death's Breath too, so that's why. Again, I say this every time. I'd be able to farm a lot faster if I wasn't stopping to try to pick up stuff too. I just figure I might as well. I like doing it. Goblin, yeah, we got another one. Ah. Damn blood shard goblin. Open that chest for the hell of it, too. Just for the hell of it. Benadryl, the calmer downer. Yeah, that might have to happen. Joy, I tried to listen to an old episode of the Corrupted Podcast on iTunes, and I don't know if it glitched, but every one of your episodes say the episode's temporarily unavailable. Yes, TSS. Unfortunately, Podbean will only allow me to reinstate my iTunes account if I pay them $350. So that's why you can't listen to Corrupted on iTunes right now. Because they won't let me go back to paying like the $19 a month. They're asking for $300 only to relaunch the channel because I let it run out by accident. So yeah, I've slept on a love seat. I love that. I love love seats. So yeah, I have to pay $300 something in order to sign up for Podbean for the year. So they're making me pay the year or whatever, and it's like the advanced one. It makes no sense. I called them and I emailed them, and they were like, yeah, that's just the way it works when you default, whatever. I'm like, really? And then they wouldn't get back to me about it when I followed up, and so, yeah, they want $300. So, yeah, I'm not paying $300. You can download all the episodes on Patreon, though. Or go to joecronenshow.net, and Corrupted's episode 1 to 100 and 100, they're all available via the Dropbox.
Super chat.
Joe, how's life? Can't believe you let Troy back.
I mean, Troy hasn't really been back I haven't heard him at all. He was not happy Friday night with that show, so I'm so old school. Thank you, man. I can't believe that he was upset at me and was like, I mean, I can, but like, I said sorry to him, but I was like, I can't believe that you treated me the way you treated me a couple weeks ago, and I said what I said about you on Friday, and you want me to apologize. What the fuck? Oh, it's weird. But I did, I was sorry, though, that he was upset, but, I mean, come on, man. You literally laughed at me for not knowing the meaning of a word and, like, tried to belittle me the other night. All because Leah was on the call. That's why he did it. Well, that sucked. Not finding shit there. That was stupid. Let's see. Oh man, fucking Icefall Caves again. Well, let's see if there's a goblin roam in the field somewhere. Hey, we got one. Hey, gelatinous again. Holy shit, man, another gelatinous. This is fucking crazy. Dude, the amount of gelatinous goblins right now. Like, what is going on?
Super chat.
Yeah, last Friday had a weird vibe, even Jesse.
Jesse was weird, yeah, too. Yeah, he was like, I'm never gonna come back. I fucking whatever. I was like, dude, why are you guys so angry and just like sad about everything? Like, I mean, not even that, just kind of like downers. Like, Jesus. Everybody was a downer. I get why Jesse is, though. I kind of like, at least him, I totally get Jesse being a downer. Tommy thinks the show's still going on. Oh yeah, eat me. Kyle Winfrey, what up, Kyle? Holy shit. Oh man, it's good to hear from you, Kyle. What's up, dude? Thank you for subscribing to me on Twitch. Hey, we're getting up there now, guys. That's like 35 subs. That's also another goblin, which means we're at 9 goblins, 3 gelatinous. Like, that's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. I don't even know why I'm still here. We leave the game. Remake the game. Do. No, it was weird earlier in the night, BDW. Nobody gives a fuck about alien fuck. Nobody gives a shit. Oh boy. Fucking bug flew into my eye earlier. My eyes weren't itchy at all, and then a bug flew into my eye, and then I was rubbing in my eyes, and now my eyes ever since then have been like insanely itchy, or my left eye has. What the fucking goddamn bug flew into my eye? Are you kidding me? Like, come on, man. Ooh. Holy shit. Really? Jesus. You know what's funny is when people don't tell you that they have a problem with you or that there's a problem, and they just write gay dumbass shit to you. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. It's like, why don't you tell me that there's a problem? You know what I mean?
Here we go. I'm about to get it, man. Here we go. About to get it, man. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no.
Joe, could you imagine being in that MITB match last night? Like you get put through a leader just for Biak to win. I'd be pissed.
Yeah, they get the shit beat out of them. I'm so old school. Thanks again, man. They get the shit beat out of them, and oh shit, we got a fucking. Is it? Look at that red beam. Oh, gotta give love to the red beam. Give love to the red beam. We got a primal. Sorry, it's not gonna be anything I need though. Fortunately, found a fucking primal. Holy shit. Holy shit. I think they're depth diggers. Yeah, I think they are. Oh, I just died because I wasn't fucking paying attention. Yeah, pretty sure they're depth diggers. If this was in season, like, this could be cool. But how come I couldn't find some pants that I could really use? Fucking thorns damage. Primary skills generate resource. Yep, they're depth diggers. Yeah. Yeah, can't use. I don't know. Can't really use those. Could re-roll for another character, maybe, but pretty much nope. Pretty cool. It's been a while since I've seen a primal. I want to say it's been 3 weeks since I've seen a primal. 2 weeks. Yeah, it's been longer. It's been 3 or 4 weeks. Doesn't sound like there's a goblin here. That sucks. No goblin. Marvin Watt in the chat. What's up, Marvin? Kyle Winfrey, I know you've been here, man. You've been here a while. Kyle, you're always here. Mysteria, thanks. I was worried that he wasn't gonna fall. I never seen that guy sell or do any wrestling. I never seen Ken do that. So I kind of was trying to fall easy to see what he would do. You know? Lorenzo, actually, we really meant to do audio versions of Monetize This for people. For people to download. So I've been saying that forever, that, I'm going to work on that now. And I just keep fucking forgetting, because there's only a small amount of people that want it. But I got to do it, dude. I want it too, actually, to be honest. So hopefully we can get the iTunes back up, but I got to come up with $300, so I got to have some kind of crazy week and then also decide that it's worth it. I think it would be worth it, but I'm gonna have a podcast going up tomorrow, probably a morning madness, or what we call now the morning afternoon, just before evening podcast. It's like fucking Bill Burr's Monday morning, Thursday afternoon, Friday podcast, whatever the fuck he calls it now. So if you haven't asked a question on Patreon right now, there's a post up about tomorrow. So do that, because I'll be doing a pretty long episode tomorrow of Morning Madness. It won't be the morning, but it will be afternoon madness. So go check that out. And leave a question, comment, or whatever. And I will talk about whatever it is. Just remember, you have to make sure you're in the $5 category a month to hear, the show. God damn it. Oh man, where is that stupid... Hey, we got a goblin though. Another goblin.
Super chat. Super chat.
Dude doing laundry blows.
I agree. Thank God I have Leah to do it. Sometimes. I'm so old school. Thanks, man. I've actually thrown in a couple loads recently because this laundry washer isn't that bad. But yeah, it does suck. I'm doing something every second around here, though, I feel like. But yeah, Leah takes care of mostly that. Leah has basically taken care of most of all the diapers at this point. Our first kid, I did like 15% of the diapers on the first kid. I would say that I do close to 0 almost now. She does almost all that. Does mostly all the getting them school stuff. And then does all the laundry. And I mostly just do some cleaning and around the house shit. And then I do all this shit. And I hang out with the kids and stuff like that. And I make food a lot, so we split it pretty well, I think. Their grandmother bought them a swing set. And the swing set, I think, is pretty badass, It's got a fucking slide, one of those tunnel slides in it. I never had I would have died for that when I was little. Just had that metal piece of shit swing set. No goblin. No goblin. Looks like it looks like tonight we're gonna end without having a fucking rainbow goblin, man. That's too bad. It's too bad. Never gonna find those cosmic wings. Let's try one more time. Oh! Let's try one more time in Leorix. My eye still itches from this bug that flew into it. I had to walk 5 miles up a hill to go down a slide. Yeah, that's true. So like Diablo 3 looks like purgatory. Yeah. All right, FP. Have a good sleep, man. Have a good sleep, everybody. It's been a pretty relaxing stream here, or finishing of the stream. Let's hope Leorix is right around the corner here. Oh, fuck. It's not. It's this other... Fucking... I went the wrong way. Oh no, we got a gelatinous. We went the right way, baby. Another gelatinous goblin. Holy shit. What in the hell of hell? Unbelievable. Wow, we went the wrong way and it worked out. Man, those gelatinous, man, they're just... I'm freezing right now or something. They're just
We've
popping
got a
up
new
everywhere.
Twitch follower. Hell yeah, take my pants off.
That's 11 goblins and 4 gelatinous. Kyle Winfrey, thanks for the follow on Twitch, man. Welcome back to the Twitch. That was awesome. And we still have a chance to see one in Leoric's passage. Sounds like we didn't get one, though. Nope, we didn't get one. Oh, we got one! We got one! Oh, shit! Wow. He again was not a good one, but we still got him. It was worth the trip. We made the right call. Unbelievable, dude. 2 goblins running this real quick. That's 12. 12 goblins, 4 gelatinous, 1 primal. In a matter of about an hour, so, or less. With a break, too. Hey, we get the Frost. Caverns of Frost, finally. Game of Thrones depressed me so much that I went back and watched the first 2 episodes all over again. And was like, yeah, this is what it was. Okay. Well, it was always just misery and death, though, so... kind of ended the way it kind of began, in a way. You want to eat my asshole out. Eat my Robert Baratheon's asshole. You're charged with trying to gobble and suck Robert Baratheon's anus. How do you plead to these charges? I'm guilty. I tried to suck Robert Baratheon's asshole through a straw. I know you did. Why did you try to suck Robert Baratheon's asshole with a straw? You are some kind of sick, satanistic bastard. Yeah, it was great. That episode where he tried to suck Robert Baratheon's asshole. I'll never forget that episode. I'll also never forget the first time I put something in my own ass. Hey, Goblin, again. Same fucking one we didn't want, though. I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore. My bag is full. You need a fly swatter. Me? Oh, it wasn't a fly. It was like a gnat. A gnat flew into my fucking eye. You're right. Boston does dominate St. Louis because the last time the St. Louis team beat a Boston in a championship was 1958 when the Hawks beat the Celtics. Yeah, and it was the Celtics because the Celtics suck. But well, they don't. They have the most NBA championships of any NBA team. So the Celtics don't suck. They're the best basketball team of all time. But whatever, you know what I mean. Catch up, Lakers. We still got you. Focus. The compass rose. cage of the Hellborn. I'm just going to shout out all the names of all these things like cool. Depth Diggers. The Cloak of the Garwolf. Lord Greenstone's Fan. All of these names guarantee I won't be laid. I am Michael Myers' dead life. Here comes a kid again at 1 in the morning. What? There's a spider? Where? You dropped downstairs in Brenna's room? Yeah. Oh, that sounds scary. Well, listen, everybody. I'm going to get out of here, put my kids back to bed. And I'm going to go to bed. Where do you find those wings you're looking for? Mysteria, so you got to, you got to, get to bed. I'm so mad. You got to, Bruins ain't shit. Thanks for the $2. But come on, man. What? You ain't going to get us, man. St. Louis is dead. But thank you for the $2. It actually doesn't play unless it's $3 or more. That's why I didn't see it. My bad, bro. Yeah, I'm out of here. I'm going to go take care of stuff and go to sleep myself. My eyes are really freaking me out right now, too. Thank you guys for supporting. I'll be live again tomorrow night, as you know. And it'll be a lot of fun. Wolfenstein on PC. Albert Miller trashed. What up, Albert Miller trashed? You're right, bro. I played Wolfenstein on my old Apple computer. I think it was 97 or something like that. I loved Wolfenstein 3D, man. That old game was the shit. Loved it. I love it. I still play it. Was there a spider?
Yeah. This is going to be my Mary.
Why is he talking about a spider?
Spider-Man.
Oh, maybe not then.
This is going to be my red and ring when I grow up.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're not going to grow up if you don't go to bed now. How? So go. And I'm coming. All right. Good night, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. And I'll see you tomorrow for Out of Nowhere. I'm going to have some stuff up on Patreon. I'm going to be live probably at some point during the day. And that's it. Maybe after Out of Nowhere, we'll play some games if Jake DeMarco feels okay. And that's it. Good night, everybody. Check out patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. My Patreon has tons of stuff all over it. And I'm going to have some stuff going up, and I put that Q&A up there for you guys. Check out my new intro video, too. This is a brand new one. I just put it up last week. It's kind of funny. There's questions. There's Leah tells Bailey to die. My Game of Thrones, thoughts on Game of Thrones, 17 minutes. All that stuff is downloadable in audio. I usually alert you when I'm live, and there's so much stuff up there to play and download and collect and listen to that you can't do on YouTube. So, yeah. Enjoy that. Good night, everybody.